You're watching Barren County Trojan and Trojanet basketball on BCHS Live on YouTube or Facebook. And always remember to follow us on Twitter at BCHS Live. Now let's head courtside for today's matchup.
Scarves?
Dollar, 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 and dollar.
I don't believe it.
Brace yourself. They have New Year's Eve stuff, too.
Mighty Dollar, located behind Zaxby's in Glasgow.
It's not too late. Make one stop.
Trojan Thread School Spirit Store is the #1 place to find any and all things BCHS, with a wide selection of clothes including hoodies, t-shirts, long-sleeve shirts, and polos, to everyday items including pens, pencils, notebooks, and stickers, to jewelry including earrings, necklaces, bracelets, and wristbands. So stop by the Trojan Thread Store any weekday from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. or during any home varsity basketball game. The Trojan Thread School Spirit Store, keeping Barren County in style.
The Barren County STLP program is one of the most successful clubs in school history. With the tradition of succeeding at the state level competition, this program strives on enhancing the use of technology and promotes leadership among students. The STLP program spreads across all 3 levels of school, allowing students to participate from elementary all the way through high school. The implementation of technology and use of leadership skills are why the Barren County Student Technology Leadership Program has been awarded the BCHS Live December Club Spotlight.
South Central Bank, Shelter Insurance Agent Brad Gross, McDonald's, The Art Tire Automotive Truck and Farm, Citizens First Bank, Big Meadow Oil, A.F. Crow and Son Funeral Home, Campbellsville University, and by Coca-Cola. And now let's go courtside to the voice of the Trojans, Jay Turner.
Well, good evening to you from Barren County High School. It's another double just like we had last night, and tonight the Trojans and Trojanettes take on Russellville. Jay Turner with Robert Bauer, courtside from Barren County High. Trojanettes and Lady-Panthers in Game 1 coming up in about 9 minutes from right now, so we're going to take a break and come back and take a look at tonight's McDonald's pregame report in just a moment as you're following the Trojanettes on 103.7 Nash Icon.
Trojan Thread School Spirit Store is the #1 place to find any and all things BCHS, with a wide selection of clothes including hoodies, t-shirts, long-sleeve shirts, and polos, to everyday items including pens, pencils, notebooks, and stickers, to jewelry including earrings, necklaces, bracelets, and wristbands. So stop by the Trojan Thread Store any weekday from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. or during any home varsity basketball game. The Trojan Thread School Spirit Store, keeping Barren County in style.
The Barren County STLP program is one of the most successful clubs in school history. With the tradition of succeeding at the state level competition, this program strives on enhancing the use of technology and promotes leadership among students. The STLP program spreads across all 3 levels of school, allowing students to participate from elementary all the way through high school. The implementation of technology and use of leadership skills are why the Barren County Student Technology Leadership Program has been awarded the BCHS Live December Club Spotlight.
You're watching BCHS Live on YouTube or Facebook. BCHS Live is Barren County's own live production group that is here to broadcast various types of events. Founded in 2015 by 5 BCHS students, we are here to set new heights in media and live broadcasting. BCHS Live is involved in all forms of social media. You can find us on youtube.com/BCHS Live, facebook.com/BCHS Live Network, or on Twitter at BCHS Live. BCHS Live, here to bring you everything BCHS anywhere you want it.
Hello, this is Aaron Russell with Gold Rush, a 30-second news bulletin showcasing the previous week at Barren County High School. Our first story is that the cheerleaders of Barren County are now state champions once again and will be traveling to the UCA National Competition this February. Next, our FFA chapter has recently purchased a new van for transportation of students to different competitions. Our school newspaper, the Trojan Times, has released their 3rd edition to the public, and that can be picked up in the main hall of Barren County High School. And last but not least, Barren County schools will be closed from December 19th to January 2nd. Classes will resume on January 3rd. And this has been the first edition of the Gold Rush. We'll be back next home game. Thanks. Trojan Thread School Spirit Store is the #1 place to find any and all things BCHS, with a wide selection of clothes including hoodies, t-shirts, long-sleeve shirts, and polos, to everyday items including pens, pencils, notebooks, and stickers, to jewelry including earrings, necklaces, bracelets, and wristbands. So stop by the Trojan Thread Store any weekday from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. or during any home varsity basketball game. The Trojan Thread School Spirit Store, keeping Barren County in style.
13-14 season. A couple of years that the two teams did not play. But 4 years prior to that, the Trojanettes got won very handily in those games. And Russellville, last winning season came in the 06-07 season when they went 15-14. So they've not had a winning season in almost 10 years. And that was when they advanced to the 4th region tournament. Of course, Russellville's in District 13 with Logan County, Franklin Simpson, and Todd Central. This year, that district pretty well balanced. For the most part, Robert, don't know really who would be the favorite coming out of the 13th this year. Probably a little weaker district than what we've seen, when Franklin Simpson had so many good teams and Logan County. This year, it's a little more balanced.
Yeah, people said that Franklin was better, but Logan County still has a little bit back this year. So that is a pretty even district and one you can't really know much about. We will see Todd County, who's part of that district, in a Christmas tournament. So we'll get a little bit of knowledge and maybe be able to tell you a little bit more about that district when we get closer to having to preview some of the district tournaments way later in the year when we wrap the season up. But this should be a game we should be competitive in. This team, Russellville, has struggled a little bit, and they do have one really good player. In Cheney, but
averages 21 points a game,
yeah,
and 11 rebounds.
She's pretty solid. They gave us trouble last year. It took a Taylor Davidson last-second shot linked to the court to beat them last year in a whale of a game. But you never know how you respond either back-to-back games. But that at least gets us so we erase the memory of a defeat last night.
Russellville only shoots 29% from the field, 17.6 behind the arc, 57% at the free throw line. Their average 34 rebounds a game. Trojanettes are shooting at 40.7%. This does not include the Caverna stats, though. 34.5% behind the arc, 54.8 on the free throw line, 22.8 rebounds, and averaging 44.4 points a game. And going to be a busy time for the Trojanettes after last night's game and then tonight. Going to go to the Taylor County Invitational on Monday and Tuesday, where they play Bell County on Monday night, and then 2 games on Tuesday. Todd Central at 11 o'clock, and then Taylor County at 4. We'll have all 3 of those games for you here on the radio. More of the McDonald's pregame report coming up as you're following Barren County High basketball on 103.7 Nash Icon.
Trojan Thread School Spirit Store is the #1 place to find any and all things BCHS, with a wide selection of clothes including hoodies, t-shirts, long-sleeve shirts, and polos, to everyday items including pens, pencils, notebooks, and stickers, to jewelry including earrings, necklaces, bracelets, and wristbands. So stop by the Trojan Thread Store any weekday from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. or during any home varsity basketball game. The Trojan Thread School Spirit Store, keeping Barren County in style.
The Barren County STLP program is one of the most successful clubs in school history. With the tradition of succeeding at the state level competition, this program strives on enhancing the use of technology and promotes leadership among students. The STLP program spreads across all 3 levels of school, allowing students to participate from elementary all the way through high school. The implementation of technology and use of leadership skills are why the Barren County Student Technology Leadership Program has been awarded the BCHS Live December Club Spotlight.
You're watching BCHS Live on YouTube or Facebook. BCHS Live is Barren County's own live production group that is here to broadcast various types of events. Founded in 2015 by 5 BCHS students, we are here to set new heights in media and live broadcasting. BCHS Live is involved in all forms of social media. You can find us on youtube.com/BCHS Live, facebook.com/BCHS Live Network, or on Twitter at BCHS Live. BCHS Live, here to bring you everything BCHS, anywhere you want it.
by the Barren County High School Pep Band under the direction of Dr. Kip Crowder, and the presentation of our very own colors tonight by our very own Barren County High School Army JROTC. Tonight's color guard consists of Cadet Lieutenant Colonel Valerie Smith, Cadet Major Tyler Almond, Cadet Captain Wesley Clark, and Cadet Sergeant First Class Isaac Shackelford. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Barren County High School Gymnasium for Kentucky High School women's basketball action. Our game this evening is between the visitors on the scoreboard, the Russellville Lady-Panthers, and the home team on the scoreboard, your very own Barren County Trojanettes. And now the starters for the Lady-Panthers. Starting at one guard, number 25, L'Oreal Cheney. Starting at one guard, number 23, Addie Henley. Starting at one guard, number 14, Tatiana Peterson. Starting at one guard, number 10, Gabby Poyer. And starting at 4, number 32, J.C. Buckner. The Lady-Panthers are coached by Calvin Head. And now introducing the starters for your very own Barren County Trojanettes. Starting at one guard, a 5'6" junior, number 2, Hadley Hammer. Starting at one guard, a 5'8" sophomore, number 4, Mallory Pettigold. Starting at one guard, a 5'8" sophomore, number 22, Bailey Pettigold. Starting at one guard, a 5'8" senior, number 3, Olivia Pointer. And starting at forward, a 6'1" sophomore, number 35, Mackenzie England. The Trojanettes are coached by assistant coaches Abby Beard and Scott Chapman. Trojanette head coach is Piper Lindsay. Your officials for tonight's game are Tommy Young, Ryan Kraft, and Jonathan Carver.
16 of 38, we shot at 40%. We almost shot at 40% behind the arc. We hit 6 3-pointers. Of course, Bailey played pretty well, hit 3 of those. She had 16 points on the night. But we need contribution from more than just Bailey, and Elizabeth was also in double figures last night. We're not going to win a whole lot of games if we allow our opponent to score almost 60 points. We've got to have a good defensive effort tonight, keep Cheney from being a real star, kind of like Simon and Martin were last night. The good thing for us is they only have one Simon and Martin, where Edmonson County had the pair. We just have to concentrate really on Cheney.
Yeah. And the jump circle for Barren County is Mackenzie England. It is L'Oreal Cheney for Russellville. And Ryan Kraft will toss it up, and here we go. Going to be controlled by the Lady-Panthers. Handling the basketball is Peterson. Peterson motioning somebody to come get the ball as Hammer's putting the pressure on her. It's over the right side now. Out top now, they give it to Henley. Now back over the left side now to Peterson. Peterson on the dribble against Hammer. Now backs it out, works it around to the right side, wants to drive with it, goes all the way down to the baseline, tosses it inside there, and is picked off by Bailey Pettigo. Bailey Pettigo for the Trojanettes, driving all the way to the bucket, throws it up off the glass. It's no good. Ball tips out. Russellville's got it going the other way. Cheney with the basketball, driving left side, throws it up off balance too hard against the glass. And underneath, Russellville comes up with an offensive rebound as Peterson will bring it back out front to set it up. Peterson angles off left side, reverses back right. Looks for Cheney. She was kind of grabbing Mallory Pettigo there. Now is cut off by Mallory. She'll lob it back out now to Buckner. Now Buckner wants to drive against Mackenzie England. A whistle. Going to get a foul.
Put her hands on her. Impeded her progress.
So that'll be the first foul of the basketball game.
They're not going to play very up-tempo at all. They are very deliberate in the half-court offense. We need to turn it up and put some pressure on and force them to turn the basketball over.
Henley to inbound the basketball as it comes out to Buckner. And now Buckner will dribble it and hand it off there to Cheney. Cheney spinning into the lane. Pump fake, goes up with a jumper. Good.
Basically, we want anybody on the floor to have it besides Cheney. Make other people shoot it.
2-2-1 zone press applied by Russellville. Trojanettes break it. Pointer with a basketball on the left sideline. Throws it back out to Bailey Pettigo. Now to Mallory Pettigo. Back to Bailey Pettigo. Back to Mallory. And she'll set it up against Henley. Goes right side with it to Bailey Pettigo. Hands it back off to Mallory Pettigo. Looking for Pointer. A long three out there. It spins out. Thought that thing was going to go down. Rebound to Russellville's Buckner. There's Cheney with a basketball for the Lady-Panthers. Throws up a three-point shot. No good. Didn't even draw iron. Just hit the left side of the backboard. Pointer with a rebound. Outlet pass comes to Bailey Pettigo. Crossover dribble into the lane. It's deflected, but chased down to the corner by Hammer. Throws it back out to Bailey Pettigo. On the dribble against Henley. Goes left, hands it off to Mallory Pettigo. Now here's Pointer spinning, going down the lane, gets tripped, and the foul will be charged to Poyer. First team's first.
We need everything going towards the rim, even that little dribble handoff. It needs to be within 10 of scoring. The pass ahead was good. We just need to get some transition out of it as well.
Hammer with a basketball in the corner. Pointer. She wants to drive. Throws it up. It is good off the glass.
Ran off the line and kept her balance and knew what she was doing with it off the window.
First People's Bank shot. We're tied at 2 with 5:19 to play here in the opening quarter. Cheney with a basketball for Russellville. Bounces off the right side to Peterson. Peterson looking out to Henley. They go back left side now to Cheney. Cheney sends it out now to Poyer. She's going to drive. Throws up the shot. It misses everything. Hammer underneath the basket to take it for Barren. Sends it off now to Bailey Pettigo. Bailey Pettigo on the dribble. Goes left side to Pointer. Goes in down low. Here's Mackenzie England with a little right-handed hook shot there. Good in the lane.
Good move, spinning and controlled to throw it in. That should be all night. We have that option anytime we want it. We should post it until they stop it.
Barren County takes a 4-2 lead. Peterson with the basketball against Hammer. Gives it off to Cheney on the left wing. And now Cheney putting down the dribble. Cheney looking over at the bench. You're going to get a timeout from Coach Calvin Head of the Lady-Panthers. 30-second timeout here for Coca-Cola timeout. We already got a score. We're going to check out the Coca-Cola scoreboard throughout the night. As we mentioned some of these games to you around the area, brought to you by South Central Bank. Small enough to know you, big enough to help. On the schedule for tonight, all these are girl-boy doubleheaders. Monroe County at Glasgow. We're going to keep tabs on that one. That's a big district doubleheader tonight. South Warren at Greenwood, Todd Central at Logan, Edmonson County at Metcalfe County, Russell County at Clinton, and Caverna hosting LaRue. Allen County Scottsville girls at Franklin Simpson. And you've already got a score on, this is Franklin Simpson and Fairdale. That's up in the King of the Bluegrass tournament. Boys, Franklin Simpson leads Fairdale 81-45 early in the fourth quarter. Also, Cumberland County boys are at Marion County tonight, but we will keep tabs. I think one score in Caverna, leading LaRue County after one, 16-12 in a girls' game. But Monroe County, Glasgow, that's a big one tonight over at Scotty Gym. Barren County Trojanettes lead here 4-2 over Russellville. Peterson with a basketball, works against Hammer. Gets a screen from Cheney, going to drive now, goes. A shot blocked in there by England. And here comes Bailey Pettigo with it for the Trojanettes. Bailey Pettigo will curl it out and set things up. Off the left side is Mallory Pettigo. Now in the corner, they lob it down into England. One dribble, puts it up and in.
Going to the well. I like the entry pass. McKenzie keeping it up, and like I said, we should continue to go to that well until it goes dry.
Yeah, 6-2, Trojanettes lead. 3:35 to play, opening quarter. Peterson with it for Russellville. Sends it out to Henley, over the left side to Cheney. Now Cheney sends it back out to Poyer. Now Poyer will go right side with it over to Henley. She'll launch a three. It's no good. Rebound comes off to Hammer. She gets tripped up. The foul is going to be on Henley, her first, team second. Henley, one of the two seniors on this Russellville ball club. Cheney's the other one.
Yeah, you see what I mean by anybody but Cheney can shoot the ball. As far as we're concerned, that's what we want. Nobody a really good shooter out there besides her.
And Buckner's going to check out for Russellville. Replacing her is Carly Phillips, a junior. And now Elizabeth Bertram, a 5'6" freshman, in for Barren County, averaging 11 points a game.
No doubt that Phillips sub is to try to combat what we're doing in the post.
Ball comes into Mallory Pettigo, gives to Bailey Pettigo, back to Mallory against the zone press, and Pointer driving left side across the lane. Bertram with a jumper, no good, on the right baseline. Rebound taken off by Peterson. Peterson dribbles it into the corner, and now we'll bring it back out. 3 minutes to play, first quarter. Trojanettes lead it 6-2.
Quick quarter, not a whole lot of whistles at all. We've definitely been the aggressor. They just kind of stood out here and dribbled and passed it back and forth.
Cheney hands it off out there to Poyer. Now here's Peterson, right side over to Henley. Henley back out now to Peterson. Peterson straight away. Now Poyer back to Peterson, down in the corner. They go baseline. Henley slides under, shot no good. Rebounded there by Mackenzie England for the Trojanettes. Bailey Pettigo into the front court left side, gives to Bertram. Bertram will bring it back out, give it to Bailey Pettigo. 2:22 left to play in the opening quarter. 6-2 the score. Bertram with the basketball. Hands it off to Bailey Pettigo. Penetrates in the lane, scoops up the shot. It drops in. Bailey Pettigo had 16 points last night for Barren County in that 56-41 loss, and she had 6 rebounds to go along with that. Trojanettes lead now 8-2 with 2 minutes to play here in the opening quarter. Peterson guarded out there by Bertram. Needs some help. Finds Cheney on the right side. Cheney back out to Peterson. She wants to drive against Bertram. Throws it up. It's blocked. Looked like all ball from this angle. Where they're going to call a foul on Elizabeth Bertram.
I think it was ball up top, but her offhand was on Peterson.
And so she'll be at the line to shoot, too. Only a 41% shooter, according to the stat sheet.
Yeah, according to their stat sheet, they have nobody besides Cheney that maybe can even shoot free throws.
And here's the shot. It goes up. It's good. Line drive in there for Peterson. 8-3, Trojanettes, a minute 49 to play here in the opening quarter. It's homecoming night. I've not even mentioned that yet.
Yeah.
Not used to saying homecoming in December, but it is homecoming tonight, and all that will take place at halftime of the boys' game. We'll have that on the air for you.
Hopefully we'll have a good crowd rolling in here to get out of the cold tonight.
Second shot good for Peterson. Apparently she's been practicing on her free throws this week.
Yeah, those line drives, though, don't have much margin for error.
8-4. Cross-court pass comes to Pointer on the left side. Baseballs it off to Mallory Pettigo. She'll fire up a 14-footer. Bounces off the front of the rim. Phillips with a rebound for Russellville. Bringing it down the floor. Here's Cheney. And goes into a crowd taken away from her by Bertram. Bertram pushing it down the floor. Crossover dribble. Goes to the basket. Flips it up. It's no good. Gets her on rebound. One dribble. Back up. No, but a foul. Foul is on Phillips. Her first. Russellville's third of the half. And Elizabeth Bertram at the line for 2 shots. Bertram, a 58.5% free throw shooter. Swish on the first. 9-4, Barren County. Second shot is going to go in. 10-4, Trojanettes. A minute 22 to play here in the opening quarter. Peterson with the basketball for Russellville. Sends it off left side to Henley. They go down to the corner to Cheney. And now Cheney driving the baseline and a bounce pass across the lane as it floats back out to Peterson. Peterson, off-balance shot won't go. Bertram tried to get the rebound. It's knocked out to Bailey Pettigo. Bailey Pettigo lobs it, and here's a shot by Mallory Pettigo up and in. And we've got a player that's injured underneath the basket for Russellville, and that is Cheney. They brought in number 13, Sariana Allen, a sophomore, just a moment ago. Now Cheney is down underneath the Barren County bucket. Not sure if she's...
Looks like a left knee that she's grabbing there. Hopefully nothing serious, but you never feel comfortable when you got a player on the floor holding their knee.
Yeah.
Knee, ankle, anything.
And Cheney is a very good player, been averaging 21 points and 11 rebounds a game.
It seems like when all the other players have the ball, they kind of look for her and try to find her. So I'm not sure what their offense or team would look like without her on the floor. The transition game that we had there, you're okay, or I'm okay, with turning the ball over if you're trying to make something happen going down the floor. I'm not okay with throwing it back and forth or even going side to side on this weave with not looking towards the goal. Every time we've gotten thrown it ahead, we've made good things happen. Russellville is not getting back, and we need to exploit things. And that's what these girls have to find is to develop a winning mentality. They have to find weaknesses of the other team and just pounce on them continually until they're able to develop a lead, and that's what they've been able to do through the majority of this first quarter with just a minute left.
And Cheney not putting any pressure on that left leg. So I'm not sure if she'll be back or not, but things don't look good right now. 55.6 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Barren County with a 12-4 lead. And Coach Calvin Head will bring back in Gabby Poyer. I believe they only had 10 players dressed out tonight.
We have a considerable size advantage.
Russellville's basketball. Peterson will bring it up for the Lady-Panthers. Peterson gets a double screen out top. Drives to the bucket. It's blocked by Mallory Pettigo. And Bailey Pettigo has it. Gives it to Mallory Pettigo. 38 seconds to play. First quarter. Bailey Pettigo with it out front. Crossover dribble to the left. Going to hand it off to Pointer. Pointer now gives to Mallory Pettigo. Now to Bailey Pettigo. Out to Bertram. Now Mallory Pettigo in the corner. Pointer for three. Got it.
Extra shot. You kind of lulled them to sleep with the weave out here in the front, and you got that extra option in the corner.
Driving it down is Allen for Russellville, and she gets fouled.
Yeah, Bailey didn't like the call, and she was the ball handler dribbled right into her. She didn't even have to slide move. All she had to do was kind of maintain a little strength there and fall. We've got an offensive foul.
Illegal screen against number 14. That's Peterson, her first. And that'll be the fourth one on Russellville here in the ballgame. 11 seconds to play, first quarter. Barren leads at 15-4. Here's Pointer with the basketball. Gives it to England. Back out to Mallory Pettigo. 3 seconds, 2. Bailey Pettigo going to have to hurry to get it off, and the shot goes up. It's no good. That ends the quarter with a score. Barren County 15, Russellville 4. We'll come back with the second quarter after this timeout. You're following the Trojanettes on 103.7 Nash Icon.
Trojan Thread School Spirit Store is the #1 place to find any and all things BCHS. With a wide selection of clothes including hoodies, t-shirts, long-sleeve shirts, and polos, to everyday items including pens, pencils, notebooks, and stickers, to jewelry including earrings, necklaces, bracelets, and wristbands. So stop by the Trojan Thread Store any weekday from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. or during any home varsity basketball game. The Trojan Thread School Spirit Store, keeping Barren County in style.
The Barren County STLP program is one of the most successful clubs in school history. With the tradition of succeeding at the state level competition, this program strives on enhancing the use of technology and promotes leadership among students. The STLP program spreads across all 3 levels of school, allowing students to participate from elementary all the way through high school. The implementation of technology and use of leadership skills are why the Barren County Student Technology Leadership Program has been awarded the BCHS Live December Club Spotlight. The Barren County STLP program
1037 Nash Icon.
This is Barren County High School Principal Brad Johnson. We are BC.
Jay Turner with Robert Bauer back with the second quarter. Barren County leads 15-4 over Russellville. Trojanettes were 50%, 6 of 12 from the field. Russellville only 1 of 9 from the field in that first quarter. And Barren County with the basketball to start the second. Here's a lob pass across the lane to Bertram. She'll dribble out the corner, now spins against Peterson. Sends it back out now to Bailey Pettigo. Hands it off out there to Mallory Pettigo. Now to Bertram. Back out to Bailey Pettigo. Back over to Mallory Pettigo. And the corner goes to Bertram on the left-hand side. Out to Pointer. Lets it go for 3. It is no good. Rebound by Russellville. Second quarter brought to you by A.F. Crow & Son Funeral Home. Reminding everyone, please don't text and drive. Poyer bluffs a shot, drives in the lane up with the left hand. It comes off. Rebound Phillips, had it blocked, got a foul.
In front, but we just have to clear space and not let her push her underneath to get that rebound.
And Olivia Pointer just picked up her second personal foul. Hadley Hammer will have to come back in.
Yeah, there was a little question a while ago. I didn't think the foul down here, I thought it should have been on one of the twins, and they put it on Olivia instead, so that's why she has 2 and not 1.
And so Jalen Bush is in the ball game now. Here's a pass broken up, knocked out of bounds by Bertram underneath the Russellville bucket. So Lady-Panthers will keep it as Henley will toss it in. Henley lobs it out to Peterson, top of the circle. Now taken away from her by Mallory Pettigo, trying to throw her the top. Mallory Pettigo, ball is going to be kicked off somebody's foot out of bounds. They're going to say it went off Mallory's foot.
Need space, and she could push that ahead to Hadley maybe, but everybody was kind of running right there in the same area.
On the Coca-Cola scoreboard, Glasgow leads Monroe County 11-10 after the first period.
Should be a good game.
There's Peterson with the basketball. Drives against Mallory Pettigo. Off it goes to Buckner. Buckner wants to work against Bertram. Shot goes up. It's no good. Battle for the rebound. Henley rips it away. Three-pointer by Poyer is an air ball. And it's saved in bounds. Going to the floor is Bertram. She tried to toss it out, and it's deflected out of bounds. It'll go to the Trojanettes.
Russellville scored that first field goal at about 6:40 in the first quarter. So they've gone a whole quarter without a field goal, just 2 free throws other than that in the first quarter. And since their best player, Cheney's gone to the bench, there's nothing doing.
Yeah. Trojanettes break the press. Here's Mallory Pettigo with it. Off the left side to Hammer. Back out it comes to Bailey Pettigo, and she'll set it up for the Trojanettes. Left side, Mallory Pettigo in the corner, Hammer. Sends it in there to Bush. He turns and fires, no good. Gets her on rebound and puts it back up and in.
Nice job staying with it. She just let the first one go a little too soon and short-handed it.
17-4 Barren County. Peterson with it for Russellville. Gets rid of it out to Buckner. Buckner wants to drive to the right against Bertram. It goes down to the corner now to Lexi Day, who's in the game, a junior. Fakes, drives a baseline, goes for the bucket, puts it up, air ball. Bailey Pettigo has it for the Trojanettes. Lead pass up to Bertram. May have let her too much on that when it goes out of bounds.
That's the kind of turnovers I was talking about earlier you're okay with because you're trying to make things happen. And we're going to get better at those break situations as the year goes on.
So Peterson will bring it up for Russellville. 5:48 to play here in the first half. 17-4. Trojanettes. Here's Day with it on the right side. Day sends it out now to Allen, who's back on the floor. Peterson now on the dribble. Sends it back in the left corner. Day is going to launch it up for 3. It's no good. Bertram with the rebound. Races down the floor with it for the Trojanettes. Bertram is going to be called for palming it.
Got a 4-on-2. We can't dribble it out. We've got to just be going straight line run to the rim.
5:23 to play in the first half. Russellville with the basketball. Peterson brings it across. Peterson sends it out to Poyer. Long three straight away. Didn't even draw iron. Hit the left side of the backboard. Bailey Pettigo with it for the Trojanettes. Remember, this team only shoots 29% from the field and 17% behind the arc.
And now you got your 21-point-a-game out.
Bertram going to the bucket, lays it up and in. 19-4, Barren County. 4:50 to play in the first half. Peterson leaves it in the corner with Allen. Now Allen, she walked. Here's a shot blocked in there by Bailey Pettigo. Bertram's got it. Gives it off now to Bailey Pettigo. Puts down the dribble against Allen. Dribbles around her. Goes to the bucket, and she's going to be fouled. Takes a tumble underneath the basket. Foul is on Henley, her second. It'll be 5 on Russellville. Here in the first half, Bailey Pettigo going to the free throw line for Barren County for a pair. About a 52% shooter. That does not include the Caverna stats. First shot is missed. She'll get one more.
That's something she's got to improve, and you would think she would be a little bit better from the line because she's shot the ball from behind the arc well this year.
Yeah. Missed both of those. Russellville with the basketball. Allen. Bounce pass over to Poyer. Poyer on the right side. Back out front to Peterson, and Peterson will set it up. 4:18 to play here in the first half. Barren County 19, Russellville 4. Only one bucket for the Lady-Panthers here in the first half. Poyer with it. Crossover. Splits the defender. She walked. Shot goes up. No good. Out of control. And Hammer with it. Gives it off to Mallory Pettigo. Push all the way down underneath the basket. Puts it up and in. They've got a little push there, too.
Probably shouldn't have gave it up way earlier than that.
Yeah. Timeout by Russellville as Barren County has a 21-4 lead with 3:53 to play here in the first half. And I don't know if I'm checking the Coca-Cola scoreboard here at halftime. It is LaRue County 34, Caverna 26. That's in the girls game in District 18 matchup tonight. And as we mentioned, Glasgow leading Monroe County. The Lady Falcons, Lady Scotties leading by 1 point after one period, 11-10.
Franklin Simpson won 94-64. They're ranked number 22 in the state. Lovin, one of the best players in the state, scored 24 tonight. They shot 70% for the game. Wow. They were almost 77% from three. They were 10 of 13 from three. That's pretty good. They've got a couple kids that can shoot it outside besides Lovin, and they play like that. They could challenge Bowling Green. That's something we haven't really thought it's possible this year, that Bowling Green was going to kind of run away with the boys' side, but Franklin Simpson, Greenwood played Bowling Green tough the other night. They only won by 6 or 8. That's as close as anybody's come to them.
And that game against Fairdale in the King of the Bluegrass at Fairdale.
It's a pretty prestigious tournament. When you look at the number of top 25 teams in the state that is in that tournament, you've got pretty much the whole field made up of somebody in that top 25.
Yep. Russellville's basketball. It's going to be Allen to toss it in. 3:53 to play here in the second quarter. It's 21-4, Trojanettes. And now Peterson will dribble the basketball out front. Left side, it comes to Poyer. Russellville playing without L'Oreal Cheney as she went down with a knee injury a little bit ago. Now Peterson driving, spinning in the lane, lost the handle. Bush has got it off to Hammer. Now Hammer being chased out there, double team, throws it across in there to Bertram. She puts it up, rolls off the rim. Bush had a rebound, and she got shoved underneath.
Like what Hadley did, she just used a retreat dribble to pull it back. She didn't circle it back out, which cleared the space and opened it up for Elizabeth to find an opening. We just couldn't convert there at the end, but got the foul.
Here's a lob into Bertram. She'll flip it back over now to Bailey Pettigo. Works her way in the lane, puts it up and in off the glass.
Bailey's got a couple of nice drives tonight.
23-4. Bailey Pettigo with another People's Bank shot. 3:10 to play here in the first half. Peterson sends it off to Poyer. Down to the corner, it goes to Day. Back out now to Poyer. Now Peterson driving right of the lane, and then Bailey Pettigo tried to swipe it away. May have got a little elbow in the jaw there, and that will be her first, team's 5th of the half. Coming back in for Russellville is number 32. That's J.C. Buckner. And also in the game now for Russellville is Michaela Davis, a sophomore. Allen will toss it in right side of the bucket for Russellville. And trying to force it in there. Peterson, shot partially blocked. Allen got it back, though. Puts it up, no good. And rebounded there by Mallory Pettigo for the Trojanettes. Being chased down the floor. Here's Bertram with it on the left side. Fakes, drives, baseline, jumper, no good. Rebound, Bush back up, shot it over the rim. Ball slapped back out. Here's Bertram. Has to throw it back out to Mallory Pettigo. Now to Hammer. Fires it down in there to Bush. She goes up at a foul.
Now we got two big girls in there now that we can go to. And Russellville has added a little size. They have a couple kids in there that are better matched up with us, but we're still doing a better job moving the ball and getting our kids in position.
Peterson's second personal free throw by Bush is good. She's got 5 points coming off the bench here in the second quarter. 24-4. Now Bush fires it up and hits both. He's had some good minutes in this second quarter for Barren County. 25-4 Trojanettes. 2.5 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Russellville with a basketball. Buckner with it. We'll hand it off over to Allen. Now Allen sends it out top of the key to Day. Now back to Buckner on the left side. She's palming a basketball out there. And now loses the handle, but then kind of shove it off to, I believe that was Day, out of bounds to the Trojanettes with 2:11 to go.
Well, they've scored more points than Lipscomb scored against Western's women last night.
Wow, what about that one?
56-2 at halftime. I think Lipscomb was like 1 of 30 from the field. Russellville just has 1 field goal, so they might be getting close to that point, though.
2 minutes to play here in the half. 25-4. Down low is England. Kicks it back out to Hammer. Throws it right side over to Bertram. Now Bertram throws it back to Hammer on the left side. In the middle, Bush, and intended for England, overhead out of bounds. Wasn't really looking for the pass.
You got to give her time to sit down and establish position before you deliver that to her. It would be a little smoother if we could spin and seal right there. But that's just something these kids got to learn, the young post players, how to deliver a ball to one another.
Down to minute 37 to play here in the second quarter. Peterson with the basketball, gives to Buckner, hands it right back to her. Trying to penetrate right of the lane, trying to force things here. Ball goes out of bounds in the right corner. And it's going to be Barren County's ball with 1:28 left.
When I said I didn't know what they would do without Cheney out there, I don't think they do either.
Yeah. Because, I mean, she's averaging 21 points a game. Only player that averages in double figures.
Right.
You know, scores 21 of their 48 on average. Here's Bush. A little baseline shot is no good. England the rebound, back up, no. Gets her own rebound, back up again, no. Throws it back up and just kind of towered over everybody for that one.
She's bigger than you are, so I'm going to get as many rebounds as I can. And she was halfway to double-double on rebounds right there, just that one possession.
27-4. Here's a shot going up, misses everything. Bush with a rebound. Gives to England. She needs some help. Bounces it off to Mallory Pettigo with 48 seconds. Heaves it down the floor. And now Hammer with it. Back to Mallory Pettigo. Driving left of the lane. Goes under. Has a shot partially blocked. Bush underneath. Rolls it up and in. Boy.
They just literally crawled over the rim, didn't it?
Yeah. 29-4 with 30 seconds to play here in the first half. And here's Buckner with a basketball for Russellville. 23 seconds to play. She picks up her dribble. Needs some help. And going to have to do something with it. Threw it in the backcourt. That should be over and back. I didn't touch a Barren County player.
No, that'll give us 13.5 seconds. Piper wasn't thrilled with her girls not knowing the clock at the end of the first quarter. And I'd say they will be very cognizant of there being 13.5 seconds left now.
So Trojanettes would have it on the right baseline. As Bailey Pettigo gets it in play to England. Throws it back out right side. Here's the shot. It is bouncing off for Bertram. And now Bailey Pettigo throws it back up, and it rolls up over the rim and in. 2 seconds, 1. And that will end the first half. Good half. And Barren County leads it 31-4 over Russellville, holding the Lady-Panthers scoreless in the second quarter and holding them to only 1 field goal the entire half. We'll be back with the Zaxby's halftime report in a moment. You're following the Trojanettes on 103.7 Nash Icon.
Trojan Thread School Spirit Store is the #1 place to find any and all things BCHS, with a wide selection of clothes including hoodies, t-shirts, long-sleeve shirts, and polos, to everyday items including pens, pencils, notebooks, and stickers, to jewelry including earrings, necklaces, bracelets, and wristbands. So stop by the Trojan Thread Store any weekday from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. or during any home varsity basketball game. The Trojan Thread School Spirit Store, keeping Barren County in style.
The Barren County STLP program is one of the most successful clubs in school history. With the tradition of succeeding at the state level competition, this program strives on enhancing the use of technology and promotes leadership among students. The STLP program spreads across all 3 levels of school, allowing students to participate from elementary all the way through high school. The implementation of technology and use of leadership skills are why the Barren County Student Technology Leadership Program has been awarded the BCHS Live December Club Spotlight.
You're watching BCHS Live on YouTube or Facebook. BCHS Live is Barren County's own live production group that is here to broadcast various types of events. Founded in 2015 by 5 BCHS students, we are here to set new heights in media and live broadcasting. BCHS Live is involved in all forms of social media. You can find us on youtube.com/BCHS Live, facebook.com/BCHS Live Network, or on Twitter @BCHS Live. BCHS Live, here to bring you everything BCHS anywhere you want it.
Letitia Hughes saying we are BC.
Halftime here at Barren County. Jay Turner with Robert Bauer. Got Travis Pendergraph on the stats tonight helping us out. The Trojanettes lead here at halftime 31-4 over Russellville. This is the Zaxby's halftime report. Proud sponsor of Barren County High basketball. Come by Zaxby's on Happy Valley Road before or after the game. Russellville 1 of 19 from the field in the first half. They were 0 of 5 behind the arc, 2 of 2 at the free throw line. They had 9 rebounds, 3 on the offensive end. They turned the ball over 8 times. Only 1 field goal that came in the first quarter from L'Oreal Cheney, who went down with a knee injury and has not been back since that time. And 2 free throws for Tatiana Peterson. And that's all the scoring for Russellville as Barren County outscored the Lady-Panthers 16-0 in the second period after leading 15-4 at the end of 1. Barren County shoots 13 of 29 from the field in the first half, 44.8%, 1 of 4 on three-point shots. And the Trojanettes were 4 of 6 from the charity line. 21 rebounds for Barren County, 9 on the offensive end. So they out-rebound Russellville 21-9. Had 5 assists and 4 turnovers in the first half for Barren County. 3 block shots and 4 steals. Bailey Pettigo with 6 points here in the first half. Had 3 field goals, 0 of 2 for the line. Olivia Pointer, who went out with 2 fouls, scored a couple of field goals in the first quarter and a 3 and a 2 for her 5. Elizabeth Bertram came off the bench, hit a field goal, 2 free throws for 4 points. Mallory Pettigo with 2 points. Mackenzie England with 6. And the leading scorer for Barren County in the first half is Jalen Bush, the 5'11 sophomore who came in the second quarter, scored all 8 of her points on 3 field goals and 2 of 2 at the line. She also had 4 rebounds, and there's 4 Trojanettes right now with 4 rebounds. Mackenzie England had 4. Bailey Pettigo had 4. Elizabeth Bertram 4 boards, and Jalen Bush with 4 rebounds. Points off turnovers, Barren County with 10. Russellville 0. Points in the paint, Barren County with 20 and Russellville with 2. Second chance points, 12-2 Trojanettes. And bench points, 12-0 Barren County. The Trojanettes, as again was said, led 15-4 at the end of the first quarter. They outscored the Russellville Lady-Panthers 16-0. Of course, L'Oreal Cheney out of the game with an injury.
There's not a whole lot of analyzation you can do on a half that's 31-4. I thought everybody that played well. You look, everybody that played scored except Hadley, and Hadley, who handles the ball a whole lot, didn't turn the ball over, so there's a positive. She had 3 rebounds, as you mentioned. And Mallory only had 2 points. And Mallory talked to me in class today and said, she thought she played awful last night. And she's not going to be very happy with only having 2 points. But what she has to understand is she was on their best player, Cheney, and she didn't score while she was on her. And then she's been moved to Peterson, and I don't think Peterson scored while Mallory's been on her. So, Mallory has to understand, confidence-wise, the ball might not be falling for her. She might not be hitting shots, but she's a huge contribution defensively right now, stopping basically the only offense that Russellville brings to the table now that Cheney is not in the game, and I don't think she will return. She's still in the training room and hasn't been out of there since she went down. Their last field goal was at 6:39 in the first period, so they've essentially went a whole half. When you take that first minute away, they went the rest of the half without that field goal, and they don't look like they're getting close. A lot of their shots they had on those 19 attempts, I'd say there were 3, 4, 5, 6 of them that didn't even hit the rim, much less the backboard on some of them. So they're very confused. Let's see if they make an adjustment at halftime that we'll have to counter. And without their best player, obviously, this gives them a little bit of time to go back and figure something out.
Yeah. You've been listening to the Zaxby's halftime report as the Trojanettes lead here at halftime 31-4 over the Russellville Lady-Panthers. And we'll tell you what's going on next week after tonight for the Trojanettes. Taylor County Invitational, which is called the Delilah Gonzalez Shootout. That's coming up Monday and Tuesday. Barren County will play Bell County at 7 o'clock Monday night, right after Taylor County and Todd County Central. And then Tuesday night, and there'll be actually 4 games on Tuesday, starting at 9 o'clock that morning. Taylor County against Bell County, and then Barren County against Todd County Central at 11. We'll have the Monday night game at 7 and the Tuesday morning game at 11, airtime 10:45. And then we'll take a break in between, and Todd County Central will play Bell County at 2, and then the Trojanettes come back at 4 o'clock and play Taylor County, the host team. So 3 games in 2 days coming up Monday and Tuesday at Taylor County High School. Trojans and the Panthers in Game 2 are doubleheader tonight. Of course, they'll be down at Webster County Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. We'll do the Wednesday night game against Webster County. We'll come back with the second half in just a moment. Third quarter coming up as the Trojanettes lead 31-4. And you're following Barren County High basketball on 103.7 Nash Icon.
Trojan Thread School Spirit Store is the #1 place to find any and all things BCHS. With a wide selection of clothes including hoodies, t-shirts, long-sleeve shirts, and polos, to everyday items including pens, pencils, notebooks, and stickers, to jewelry including earrings, necklaces, bracelets, and wristbands. So stop by the Trojan Thread Store any weekday from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. or during any home varsity basketball game. The Trojan Thread School Spirit Store, keeping Barren County in style.
The Barren County STLP program is one of the most successful clubs in school history. With the tradition of succeeding at the state level competition, this program strives on enhancing the use of technology and promotes leadership among students. The STLP program spreads across all 3 levels of school, allowing students to participate from elementary all the way through high school. The implementation of technology and use of leadership skills are why the Barren County Student Technology Leadership Program has been awarded the BCHS Live December Club Spotlight.
You're watching BCHS Live on YouTube or Facebook. BCHS Live is Barren County's own live production group that is here to broadcast various types of events. Founded in 2015 by 5 BCHS students, we are here to set new heights in media and live broadcasting. BCHS Live is involved in all forms of social media. You can find us on youtube.com/BCHS Live, facebook.com/BCHS Live Network, or on Twitter at BCHS Live. BCHS Live, here to bring you everything BCHS anywhere you want it.
Getting ready for the third quarter here at Barren County High on homecoming night. Third quarter coming up, brought to you by A.F. Crow & Son Funeral Home. Reminding everyone, please don't text and drive, as now we're into the Christmas break at school.
You know, I thought about this. It actually makes sense to have homecoming tonight because a lot of the college kids are done with finals and, you know, they can come home, and you've got a lot of the kids that just recently graduated here to see some of the kids in homecoming, and, you know, some people may be home this weekend for the holidays. So it does make a little bit of sense when you really think about it, more than it does in the middle of January when nobody's going to come home and see people that they haven't seen in a while. So,
and then you worry about weather, too.
Right.
That's what happened last year. We had to postpone it twice.
So maybe, I mean,
maybe a good thing.
We're not always at home on this Friday, but when we are, you might consider having it here every year.
And then last week we were at Monroe County. Last Friday night, it was their homecoming.
Right.
Russellville with the basketball, moving from left to right. As Buckner will give it out to Henley. Now leaves it with Peterson. 31-4, Trojanettes. Peterson wants to drive, picked off by Hammer. On the pass, trying to go in the corner to Poyer. She'll bounce it off underneath the Pointer, and she missed the layup. Hammer got the rebound, back to Pointer. Here's a 15-footer, rims, good.
She was a little nonchalant with the layup. She went up strong. I think she would have got it off the glass, but Hadley got her a second chance at it.
7 points for Olivia Pointer. It's 33-4. Buckner with the basketball, lobs into Phillips. She'll put it up and in off the glass.
Hadley a little late rotating over, and she wasn't going to be able to do anything with Phillips in that position.
33-6. Bailey Pettigo will set things up for Barren. Monroe leads Glasgow 19-17 at halftime. On the Coca-Cola scoreboard, Hammer around the top of the key. Leaves it out there with Mallory Pettigo. And now Mallory Pettigo dribbles, gets a screen from England. We'll leave it with Bailey Pettigo. Three if it goes. It doesn't. Long rebound chase down to the corner by Russellville's Buckner. She'll dribble it down. Crossover dribble. Free throw line. A whistle and a foul. Olivia Pointer picks up her third. Team's first of the second half. And ball comes into play to Poyer. Poyer out to Buckner. Throws it up on the run. It's no good. And Pointer got the rebound off to Bailey Pettigo. Lobs it up now to Mallory Pettigo. Drives the bucket. Got around her defender and put it up and in.
Like the step around. Yeah. Her defender tried to set up for a charge, and she just used a version of the Euro step to get around her. It's a left-handed version of the Euro step.
35-6. Buckner with it on the right side. Leaves it out with Peterson. They go left side of Poyer. Down in the corner now to Buckner. Throws it cross court over to Henley. She drives. Pushed Bailey Pettigo to the floor.
I think they've not blown the whistle.
Out of bounds.
They've not blown the whistle a whole lot just because it's such a lopsided game. But, you know, a situation like that, you can let it go because they end up turning it over anyway, so we get the ball either way.
Trojanettes basketball. Bailey Pettigo knocked away by Allen out of bounds. Almost picked it off.
They tried a little press early. It was, what was it, a 2-2-1 they threw at us early, but they just haven't scored. They haven't had a field goal to be able to set up.
Yeah.
And it just 2 field goals the whole game.
As it comes in to Mallory Pettigo. She'll work it up court against Allen.
Still just a man, so you can clear out against it here.
Left side is Hammer. Down to England. Working underneath, puts it up and in.
Like that move. A lot of times you can't make that right in front of the defender, but the defender was just kind of taking it back because she squared up and scored.
Here's a shot, but Peterson off the glass and in on a runner. There's first field goal, only the third one of the game.
We got 2 field goals in 3 minutes. That's an offensive explosion compared to what they've done.
37-8. Coming down at 5 minutes to play here in the third quarter. England sets a screen for Bailey Pettigo. Mallory Pettigo with it left side against Allen. Working across the key, gives to Hammer. Now Hammer gets a screen from England. Leaves it out there with Bailey Pettigo in the left wing. So she'll bring it back out. 4:50 to play in the third. Bailey Pettigo gets rid of the basketball left side. Hammer. They go into England. Kicks it back out to Mallory Pettigo for a 3. Swish!
You could have tried or attempted a half hook there over a defender, but Bailey was wide open.
Shot of the run, good for Peterson off the glass.
Got to turn it up a little bit on Peterson. She's tried or decided that she's just putting her head down and going to the rim. We need to cut her off.
40-10 on the other end. Hammer trying to drive against Allen. We got a foul. Allen, her first, team's first. Allen's actually the second leading scorer on the season for Russellville, averaging 7.3 a game. She did not start tonight. Hammer puts it in the air. Good. Her first point of the game. 41-10. Elizabeth Bertram coming back into the Trojan lineup here in the second half. Hammer back at the free throw stripe. High arching free throw, no good. And rebound by Russellville. Here's Buckner driving right side, trying to leave it out there with Day, and then going to the floor was Bailey Pettigo. They're going to call Bailey Pettigo with a hold. Her second, team second. As the ball comes into play today, loses a handle, ball rolls, but Buckner picks it up, throws it across the lane on a bounce pass. Shot as an air ball. Allen's got it, dribbles out of traffic, now circles back around, gives it off to Day for three. It is no good. Rebound, Elizabeth Bertram. And then it almost stole it away, but got rid of it to England. Fires it off to Hammer. Now to Bailey Pettigo with 3:47 left to play here in the third. On the near side is Pointer. Here's the lob to England. Knocked away by Peterson and out of bounds.
Used to just throwing it over top. If we sit down and seal, we don't have that backside help.
So Bailey Pettigo will toss it in. Feeds it to Bertram right of the lane. Forces up the shot. May have got fouled there, but no whistle. Bailey Pettigo tried to go for the rebound. And Trojanettes get it back underneath.
Flirting with the running clock again tonight. Kind of like at Caverno, we just never got it.
England out to Bailey Pettigo. Now here's Pointer going up the baseline and stepped out of bounds.
Got to be aware where that is. She had a teammate open in the corner. She was trying to deliver it to.
3:27 to play here in the third. Here's Peterson with the basketball for Russellville. Leaves it out there with Buckner. Buckner throws up a shot. It's no good. Rebound England. Outlet pass to Bailey Pettigo. Fires it off to Pointer on the left wing. Bounce pass to England. Left of the lane. Working inside. Trying to go up with a shot. She's fouled. Buckner will be called for her first. Team second of the half.
I like the delivery. I like us looking up the floor. I like everything about that. But if you let McKenzie get set, you just wait a half a second more and let her post and set. It makes it so much easier on her because she got her balance. She had the ball delivered to her, and she was falling off balance and had to regain everything, which let defense get in position.
Mackenzie England misses the first of two. She'll have one more. 71.5% free throw shooter. And this one is going to be short off the front of the rim. Rebound today for Russellville. Barren County 1 of 4 here in the third quarter, but they threw it away, and Barren County comes back up with it. Trojanettes, Bailey Pettigo fires it off to Bertram. Fakes. Baseline. Jumper. Good.
You think that's on team scouting report, you said? Elizabeth likes to dribble baseline. She does that 95% of her offensive moves.
Here's Allen going to the bucket. No good. Rebound Bertram. Outlet pass to Hammer. 2:40 left here in the third. 43-10. Bailey Pettigo in a crowd trying to go for the bucket. She's fouled. Foul on 32. That's Buckner, her second. Team's third. 2 shots coming to Bailey Pettigo. She's 0 for 2 at the line. First one, swish. 7 points now for Bailey Pettigo. 44-10. She hits this one, it will start a running clock.
You just jinxed it.
Probably did.
We never got there at Caverna that night. We deserve it tonight, right?
There we got it. Yeah, okay. 35-point lead. 45-10.
They more than double how many they scored in the first half, but still up 35.
And here's Buckner with it. Right side, hands it off to Poyer. Got Jalen Bush back in the game for the Trojanettes. Here's Peterson trying to make something happen. Dishes it down in low to Poyer. Shot it over the rim. Offensive rebound. Henley back out to Allen. She penetrates in the lane. Goes up with a shot. No good. Rebound taken by Pointer. Mallory Pettigo up court to Hammer. Hammer across over the Pointer on the right side. Driving. Throws it up. It is going to be short. And Bush with the offensive rebound. Gives it off to Bertram. She goes up with a shot, and she's fouled. Foul on Henley. That's her fourth. Team's fourth. And so Bertram will be at the line for 2 shots. She's got 6 points in the game. 2 for 2. Now 3 for 3 from the charity stripe. 46-10. Bertram got them both. 47-10. In for the Lady-Panthers, Michaela Davis. As the inbounds pass comes to Peterson. 1:40 left in the third. Peterson with it. Out of the right side. Sends it across. We got a whistle. Timeout called by Russellville. So a 30-second Coca-Cola timeout with 1:28 to play here in the third. Open a Coke and enjoy the game as the Trojanettes lead it 47-10 over Russellville. Got a couple of scores here. Well, last report, Monroe County leading Glasgow girls at halftime 19-17. And after 3, it's LaRue County 56, Caverna 41.
A little slow here on the refresh to get some updates. We'll get some as we head into halftime here, or in between games. Sorry.
Russellville's basketball comes out to Peterson. Sends it right side to Poyer. Back out front now to Davis, who's in the game now. And we got a whistle away from the ball.
Going to be on Olivia. That's her fourth. She was just holding as the cutter. That is Poyer went to cut.
Mackenzie England will come in for Olivia Pointer. With 4 fouls, 1 minute to play, and the clock running here in the third. As the rest of this game will go pretty quick.
Yeah, make up for the homecoming in between. We might get out here at normal time today.
Yeah. Poyer for 3. Wow. Knocked the bottom out of it.
That didn't look like all the other threes. That's their first one that they've hit tonight.
47-13. Here's Bertram driving left of the lane, trying to dish it off to Bush. It goes out of bounds. With 32 seconds in the clock running here in the third. Peterson with it for Russellville. Out between the circles. 20 seconds to go in the third. Off a double screen right. Dribbles to the right side. Throws it out to Poyer. 3-pointer again. No good. Rebound Hammer.
That time just got another clock again.
Hammer pushing it down the floor right side. Bounce pass off to Bertram. A little baseline shot. Won't go this time. And Buckner with the rebound. 3 seconds to Buckner. Throws up a desperation shot out of bounds. That ends the third. And it's Barren County 47, Russellville 13. We'll come back with the fourth quarter after this timeout. You're following the Trojanettes on 103.7 Nash Icon.
Spark, the soulful, swampy foot-stomping debut from Drake White.
This is the initial spark. This is the start of a flame that's going to warm a lot of people for a long time.
Spark from Drake White. Available this holiday season in stores and online now.
It's winter. Your diesel needs power service. Add diesel fuel supplement plus cetane boost in the white bottle to your diesel fuel every time you fill up. It prevents fuel from gelling and protects against fuel filter icing. But if your diesel is already gelled or iced up, you need the red bottle of Power Service Diesel 911. It gets fuel flowing and your engine up and running again. Learn more at powerservice.com.
Power Service.
Jewelry, including earrings, and wristbands. So stop by the Trojan Thread store any weekday from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. or during any home varsity basketball game. The Trojan Thread School Spirit Store, keeping Barren County in style.
Jay Turner with Robert Bauer. Trojanettes 47, Russellville 13. As we start the fourth, brought to you by Citizens First Bank. Come grow with us. Russellville 4 of 13 that quarter, 30.8%. Barren County was 5 of 10 for 50%. And a running clock here in the second half. And England trying to work it in there to Bush, and it's going to be ripped away by Poyer and then taken by Davis. And here comes Buckner with it for Russellville. Leaves it out there with Peterson. Barren County outscored Russellville 16-9 in the third quarter. And now Calvin Head wants a full timeout with 7:34 to go.
Well, that's one of the only things that stops the clock.
It's a full timeout.
Yeah, would be a timeout. There are some scores, if you would like.
Sure.
Edmonson County, these are all girls' scores. Edmonton County is ahead of Metcalfe County 29-27 at the half. This is surprising to me. South Warren is down 5 to Greenwood, 36-31. That's a 2-minute to go in the third quarter score. That kind of blows me away a little bit. Yeah. Greenwood girls have not been playing well.
Right.
LaRue County girls 56, Caverna 41. That's a third quarter score as well.
All right, a lot of games tonight, a lot of district games tonight. Glasgow and Monroe County in District 15. South Warren and Greenwood, as you mentioned, in District 14. Todd Central Logan, that's in District 13. And Russell County at Clinton, that's in District 16. District 18 of Region 5, Caverna and LaRue County. So lots of district doubleheaders tonight here as we head into Christmas break.
And if you're in the gym and need some Christmas presents, I think the Trojan shop's open tonight.
Right.
If you want to head in there and peruse the selection.
Got a lot of things to choose from in there.
It's your Barren County gear.
7.5 minutes to go. Barren up by 34. Here's Peterson with it on the right side. Give it out to Poyer. Shot blocked by Bush on a three-pointer, and then Poyer fouls Bush. That's her second, team's fifth.
Number 10, Gabby Poyer, that's her first, team fifth.
In the game for Barren County, it's Carly Delk, a 5'9" freshman coming in for Mackenzie England. As Coach Piper Lindsay starting to empty her bench here. 7 minutes to play. There's Mallory Pettigo, gets it across. Leaves it out with Bailey Pettigo, and the corner goes to Hammer. Lobs it into Bush, turns and puts it up and in. Jalen Bush with 10 points off the bench tonight. Actually leads the scoring for Barren County in this game, 49-13. Allen, right corner, goes baseline against Hammer, puts it up, and it rolls in. Allen gets her first 2 points of the game. 49-15. Mallory Pettigo with it in the backcourt, needs some help, fires it off to Bailey Pettigo. Gets it back across the line to Mallory Pettigo. Now here's Delk. The jumper bounces, rolls off the rim. Offensive rebound by Bailey Pettigo. Back out to Hammer. Sends it to Mallory Pettigo. Now back to Bailey Pettigo. Hammer floats it in there to Bush. And here comes Bailey Pettigo breaking down the lane and goes up with a shot. A foul on Russellville. And on 32, that is Buckner, her third, team's sixth. So Bailey Pettigo, 2 of 4 at the stripe tonight. 8 points in the game. First one is good. That'll make it 50-15. Into the third now. Monroe County 25, Glasgow 22. Second shot rolls in for Bailey Pettigo. 51-15. Peterson with it, 5:53 to play. Peterson in the corner to Allen on the right side. Goes baseline against Hammer. Working, throws up the shot and kisses it in off the glass. Second field goal here in the quarter for Allen. 51-17. Floated up to Mallory Pettigo on the left side. Guarded by Peterson. Now Delk throws it back out to Bailey Pettigo. Now back to Delk. Delk will send it out to Hammer. Right side over to Mallory Pettigo. In the corner to Bailey Pettigo. Now feeds it to Delk. Throws it back out to Bailey Pettigo with 5:18 to play. Feed it in there to Bush. Working in the lane underneath. Bailey Pettigo goes up and a foul on Buckner. Going to be your fourth. Team seventh.
Number 32, J.C. Buckner, that's her fourth, team seventh.
And 2 shots for Bailey Pettigo. With 5:07 to play here in the game. Free throw is up, and it's going to come off.
Entering the Trojan lineup, number 32, Eve Jackson.
Eve Jackson, 5'9" freshman.
Number 12, Day.
And for Russellville is Day, also Phillips.
Also re-entering number 55, Phillips.
Henley also back in the game as well for the Lady-Panthers. Bailey Pettigo at the line. The shot goes up and in. She is 5 of 6 at the line here in the second half. Total of 11 points, 52-17. Barren County with 5 minutes to play in the game. Peterson out of the right side. Out to Poyer. Over the left it goes to Day. 3 if it goes. It's no good. Long rebound to Bailey Pettigo. She stops and hands it off to Jackson, and now back to Bailey Pettigo with 4:45 to play. Here on the near side is Delk. Back out to Bailey Pettigo. Bailey Pettigo on the dribble. Now back to Mallory Pettigo on the left wing. And now back out to Jackson. Here's Mallory Pettigo on the left side. High post Bush trying to feed it in there. Delk is batted back loose, but
not a lot of space there.
Out to Jackson, top of the circle, over to Bush now. Now Bush looks inside. We'll hand it back behind her to Bailey Pettigo. Here's Jackson with it, left of the key. Mallory Pettigo off to Delk in the lane. Shot won't go. Rebound to Peterson. Peterson pushing it down the floor. And now we're going to get a whistle and a foul out of the floor on Mallory Pettigo.
Foul zone number 4, Mallory.
Her first. That'll be the 4th foul on the Trojanettes here in the second half.
Entering the Trojanette lineup, number 24, Brianna.
Brianna Francis, a 5'6" junior, checks in for Barren.
I think that's everybody. We got dressed out.
Work it in there to Phillips. Back out to Henley. Henley will throw it up on the run. It's short. Gets her on rebound, forces it back up. Got a traveling violation on Henley.
She fell down and got back up. And again, we're going to have to keep a starter in there pretty much for the rest of the game, just because of the kids we dress out. We don't have that extra guard that doesn't play a whole lot. So,
and L'Oreal Cheney coming out of the training room on crutches for Russellville.
Yeah.
And that's very unfortunate for them because she is their main player.
I think it got her something around her ankle. Maybe it's an ankle instead of a knee. But either way, it's injury that's kept her out tonight. Hopefully it's not serious long-term for them, and especially for her.
And she's a senior,
being
too.
A senior, that's right. She with her, they have a much different ball club and maybe a chance to compete in that district, just because it's not very strong. They don't have a team like Monroe County or Glasgow in their district that has just got a lot of kids on it that can fill in and put points on the board.
I can't remember. Bailey Pettigo bringing it up for the Trojanettes. We'll set things up with 3:10. Bush out to Jackson. Right side over to Francis. Leaves it with Bailey Pettigo. Now feeds to Delk. She goes to the bucket, lays it up and in.
She had some nice points and contributions the other night at Caverna.
54-17. There's Peterson with the basketball. Gives to Henley. Out top, Poyer fakes the 3. Back to Henley. Wants to go baseline. And the ball goes out of bounds off of Francis. In for Russellville now, number 5. That's Destiny Higgins, a sophomore. 2:30 and the clock running here in the 4th. Phillips feeds it in to Poyer. She works it into the paint. Throws up a left-handed shot. No good. Got a whistle, foul on the rebound. And it's on Phillips. Her second. Team's 8th. And it'll be Carly Delk going to the free throw line for the Trojanettes. With 2:15 to play.
Delk will set the line to shoot one to the bonus.
Shot goes up. It's too strong. Long rebound comes off to Davis. Buckner with it on the right side. They send it back out to Davis. Now to Buckner. Pass knocked down. Trying to go to Phillips with it. Barren has it the other way. A minute 55 to go. Bailey Pettigo, left side to Delk. Out to Jackson. Over to Francis on the right side. Now out to Bush. Swings it left to Delk. Fakes. Drives into the lane. Throws it back out to Bailey Pettigo with a minute 39. Bailey Pettigo, the only starter on the court for the Trojanettes. Here's Jackson. Bounces it out to Bush. Now to Delk. And around to the right side is Bailey Pettigo. Here's Jackson driving into the lane. Throws up the shot. Hits the front of the rim. Rebound to Buckner with a minute 16 to play. Buckner driving against Delk. Falls down with it. Traveling violation. One minute to play in this one. Bailey Pettigo works it against Davis into the front court. Behind the back dribble. Gives it off to Delk. Out to Francis. Now to Bush. Out to Jackson with 46 seconds to play. Delk throws it out to Francis off her hand out of bounds.
One was going one way and the ball went the other. Looking ahead, you know, we do play Todd County in that tournament. This team beat Todd County.
1 point.
By 1 point. But, you know, those are all going to be skewed when you start comparison because of who's out here tonight.
Yeah, you can't compare scores a lot of times, especially in basketball.
Yeah,
football
it's not
is
like football. Yeah, one player makes much more of a difference in this game than it does in a football game.
16 seconds to play. Here's Buckner working. Right side, bounces it off on the right to Higgins. Higgins loses the handle and then scramble forward, jump ball, goes back to Russellville. That's going to run out the clock. And Barren County's going to win 54-17 over Russellville tonight. Russellville will drop to 3-4 on the year. Barren County will improve to 3-4 with the victory here tonight. We'll come back with the post-game report brought to you by Coca-Cola. Open a Coke and enjoy the game as you're following the Trojanettes on 103.7 Nash Icon.
Trojan Thread School Spirit Store is the #1 place to find any and all things BCHS, with a wide selection of clothes including hoodies, t-shirts, long-sleeve shirts, and polos, to everyday items including pens, pencils, notebooks, and stickers, to jewelry including earrings, necklaces, bracelets, and wristbands. So stop by the Trojan Thread Store any weekday from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. or during any home varsity basketball game. The Trojan Thread School Spirit Store, keeping Barren County in style.
The Barren County STLP program is one of the most successful clubs in school history. With the tradition of succeeding at the state level competition, this program strives on enhancing the use of technology and promotes leadership among students. The STLP program spreads across all 3 levels of school, allowing students to participate from elementary all the way through high school. The implementation of technology and use of leadership skills are why the Barren County Student Technology Leadership Program has been awarded the BCHS Live December Club Spotlight.
You're watching BCHS Live on YouTube or Facebook. BCHS Live is Barren County's own live production group that is here to broadcast various types of events. Founded in 2015 by 5 BCHS students, we are here to set new heights in media and live broadcasting. BCHS Live is involved in all forms of social media. You can find us on youtube.com/BCHS Live, facebook.com/BCHS Live Network, or on Twitter at BCHS Live. BCHS Live, here to bring you everything BCHS, anywhere you want it.
And welcome back to Barren County High School as the Trojanettes win tonight 54-17 over Russellville. As the Trojanettes improve to 3-4 on the year, Russellville drops to 3-4 on the season. As this is the Coca-Cola postgame report as we look at the postgame stats brought to you by Southern States of Glasgow and Horse Cave. Russellville in the second half, 6 of 18 from the field, 33.3% for the ball game. There were 7 of 37 for 18.9%. They only hit 1 three-pointer out of 10 attempts, 2 of 2 at the free throw line, 19 rebounds for Russellville in the game. They had 6 out on the offensive end. They turned the ball over 14 times. And as we mentioned, L'Oreal Cheney, the leading scorer on the season for Russellville, had been averaging 21 points a game, went out with an injury in the first half and did not return. She only had 2 points in the first quarter. Sariana Allen had 4 points, 6 for Tatiana Peterson, 6 for Gabby Poirier, and 2 for Carly Phillips. For Barren County in the second half, the Trojanettes were 7 of 15 from the field, 46.7% for the game. Barren 20 of 44 for 45.5%. 2 of 6 from behind the arc. Trojanettes were 12 of 19 at the free throw line. 33 rebounds, 13 on the offensive end, 10 assists, and 8 turnovers in the game, 6 block shots, and 7 steals. And the scoring for Barren County tonight as Coach Piper Lindsay makes her way out. Bailey Pettigo had 11 points tonight, 10 for Jalen Bush, 8 each for Elizabeth Bertram and Mackenzie England, 7 apiece for Olivia Pointer and Mallory Pettigo, and 1 point for Hadley Hammer. Carly Delk scored 2 in the game. And points off turnovers, Trojanettes with 18, the Lady-Panthers 0. Points in the paint, 28-10, Barren County. Second chance points, Trojanettes at 18. Russellville had 2. And bench points, Barren with 20, Russellville with 6. And, Coach, easy victory tonight for you. And, of course, it's unfortunate for them. Their main player, L'Oreal Cheney, went out with an injury there in the first half. But thought we shot the ball pretty good, shooting 45.5% for the game.
Yeah, I thought the girls came out very, very well. I was anxious to see how they would respond after last night. Tonight was a really good game, I think, for us to really work on and fine-tune some things. And there's still a lot of things we really need to clean up. But overall, very, very pleased with the girls. I thought our defense was good. We really tried to focus on not just containing, Cheney, but stopping her. And then, again, it was unfortunate for her to go out like she did.
Yeah, she played just 7 minutes of the ball game and finished with 2 points. And, of course, tonight, I thought Jalen Bush had a good job for you. 17 minutes tonight, 10 points and 6 boards.
Jalen did really well. She's been working hard in the post, and we were getting it to her. And, she's got a nice little touch when we can get it to her, and she did a good job finishing for us.
Bailey Pettigo, 11 points and 6 rebounds. You had 3 players. They got 6 rebounds apiece tonight, including Elizabeth Bertram at 8 points and 6 boards.
That's good. Yeah, that's one thing that we talked about before we left. We've got to be fundamentally sound, and boxing out and rebound is definitely high on the list.
And balanced scoring tonight, too. As mentioned, Bailey Pettigo with 11 points. She was 5 of 6 from the line in the second half. And Jalen Bush with 10 points, 8 of those coming in the second quarter, which really gave you a spurt there.
Yeah, again, this is a good game to get everybody in and give them a chance to get some varsity experience. And I thought we played well. That's together, mm-hmm. And that's one thing that again was a focus. Especially, I wanted to turn it around from last night. Just proud of the girls for coming out with some energy and.
Turnovers in the game for you tonight.
Yeah, that's something that, again, we focused on as well. Got to take care of the basketball, and we did that. Even the other quick guards, too. We got some rebounds. We tried to push in transition, and, I thought we did pretty good handle the basketball.
Now you've got 3 games in 2 days coming up Monday and Tuesday at the, they call it the Delilah Gonzalez Shootout at Taylor County High. You take on a team out of the 13th region, Bell County. I was looking at some of their previous records. They were the region champs 2 years ago out of the 13th region, and they play in the same district with Harlan County, and Middlesboro. But 3 games in 2 days. You got Bell County Monday night at 7, and then Tuesday you've got Todd Central, a team that Russellville beat by 1 point, and then you got Taylor County later that day. But a lot of basketball coming up next week.
Yeah, we're excited. It'd be nice to get away. I think we're going to stay the night on Monday night. I think it'll be good for the girls, some team bonding, and hopefully we'll go down and play well. I know Bell County, Macy Morris, she graduated from there a couple years ago. Yep. Yeah, Miss Kentucky basketball, and I think that'll be a good game for us. And then I think that Todd County Central will be good. And then Taylor County, they played Caverna, I guess, the other night. And I think they beat them by 6. So that'll be another good matchup for us as well. So go down there and hope to play some basketball.
Well, Coach, congratulations on tonight's win. We'll see you Monday at Taylor County.
All right, thanks, Jay.
All right, Coach Piper Lindsay, the Trojanettes winning 54-17 over Russellville tonight. And they'll be in action Monday night at Taylor County against Bell County. We'll be on there at 6:45 to bring you that broadcast. And again on Tuesday as well, as we'll have 2 games on Tuesday, as we'll start our broadcast at 10:45 Tuesday morning as they play Todd County Central. And then we'll take a break and come back at 4 o'clock Tuesday afternoon and play Taylor County. And we'll be on the air at 3:45 for that one. So we'll have a little break in between. There'll be a game in between both of our games on Tuesday at the Delilah Gonzalez Shootout at Taylor County High School in Campbellsville. We're 12 minutes away from tip-off of our second game of the evening as the Trojans take on a very good Russellville team. And we'll have the pregame report coming up next right here on 103.7 Nash Icon.
Trojan Thread School Spirit Store is the #1 place to find any and all things BCHS. With a wide selection of clothes including hoodies, t-shirts, long-sleeve shirts, and polos, to everyday items including pens, pencils, notebooks, and stickers, to jewelry including earrings, necklaces, bracelets, and wristbands. So stop by the Trojan Thread Store any weekday from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. or during any home varsity basketball game. The Trojan Thread School Spirit Store, keeping Barren County in style.
The Barren County STLP program is one of the most successful clubs in school history. With the tradition of succeeding at the state level competition, this program strives on enhancing the use of technology and promotes leadership among students. The STLP program spreads across all 3 levels of school, allowing students to participate from elementary all the way through high school. The implementation of technology and use of leadership skills are why the Barren County Student Technology Leadership Program has been awarded the BCHS Live December Club Spotlight.
You're watching BCHS Live on YouTube or Facebook. BCHS Live is Barren County's own live production group that is here to broadcast various types of events. Founded in 2015 by 5 BCHS students, we are here to set new heights in media and live broadcasting. BCHS Live is involved in all forms of social media. You can find us on youtube.com/BCHS Live, facebook.com/BCHS Live Network, or on Twitter at BCHS Live. BCHS Live, here to bring you everything BCHS anywhere you want it.
High five. You're listening to Barren County Sports on 103.7 Nash Icon.
This is Barren County High School Principal Brad Johnson. We are BC.
Welcome back to Barren County High School here on homecoming night 2016. Jay Turner with Robert Bauer. Got Travis Pendergraph on stats tonight. As we take a look at tonight's McDonald's pregame report, I'm loving it. New store in Glasgow opening soon. Russellville comes in 3-1 on the year. Their wins over Warren East, 71-53. Todd Central, 77-39. And Hopkinsville on Tuesday night, 69-65. Their only loss, a 2-point loss to University Heights, 72-70. Now, they were ranked number 3 in the region in the preseason poll and in the Daily News this week, number 4 in the region, behind Bowling Green, Franklin Simpson, and Warren Central. And they've got an outstanding basketball team. And as we mentioned about Pedro Bradshaw, the 6'7" senior that averages almost 20 points and 13 rebounds a game. He was voted the number 3 player in the region and the number 11 player in the state of Kentucky. And he's already signed to play college basketball next year at Belmont.
We know Belmont is not one of the lower tier Division I programs. They've actually done quite well over the last few years. And this kid, we went down there and watched him last year. And this kid was very raw. We listed the schools looking at him, and Western was in the mix, there, probably before the coaching change, especially, and just kind of saying, I don't know, but he's developed really, really nicely. That's what the AAU circuit does for a lot of these kids, and that's how they get recognized, and that's how they a lot of times get their scholarships. But he shoots the ball extremely well from the field. He's almost a 60% shooter from the field, averaging 19.5 points a game. The other night he had a triple-double in a win against the top 10 team in the state in Hopkinsville. Hopkinsville, and just about every poll's rated 10, 9th, 10th, or 11th that I've seen. And for a high school kid to have a triple-double, that tells you what kind of kid he is. He had 12 points, 10 rebounds, and I think 10 assists. So he's not, even though 6'7", he's not a back to the goal type player. He steps out. He can shoot the ball really well. And they've got a couple guards in the Naylor kids that both average double figures, and they want to get up and go, and they're going to get up in you and really test us tonight. And when you look at the game last night, missed a lot of opportunities. I listened to you guys in the latter part of the game, and it seemed like when we had a big situation, we turned the ball over. And if you look at the total number of turnovers that we had 18 in the game last night, and that's just too many. But we didn't get to the line. I didn't think we executed down the stretch. We committed those turnovers. Bright spot clearly was Parker, though. Where in the world? I thought y'all misspoke when you said that Parker had 15 and 3 or 4 behind the arc. And I'm thrilled for Parker. Parker's been Mr. Steady for us, not turned the ball over very much. And last night in the game, he did have 3 turnovers, but I'd say he made up for it with the 15 points. And if we can get him to start shooting and be a reliable scorer, that adds a added dimension that this team, I'm sure Warren saw it coming, but just casual fans looking around didn't see Parker, gaining that confidence in his shot. And if he sees the ball go in, that's a big added dimension to somebody who's been very reluctant to shoot the basketball.
Mm-hmm. So 2 disappointing losses this week for the Trojans, a 55-49 loss at Caverna on Tuesday, and then 52-50 last night against Edmonson County. Trojans were rated 6th in this week's Daily News 4th Region poll, and of course they came out number 8 in the preseason poll. Russellville was number 3 in the preseason and number 4 this week in the Daily News prep poll. Mentioned Parker Stevens, 15 points last night. Branson London did not score. He only took 5 shots. Jared Coomer finished tonight with 20 to lead Coach Warren Cunningham's team. We just got a final score in the Monroe County Glasgow girls game, and Monroe County wins tonight over Glasgow 42-32. Low-scoring ball game.
I think that, is probably how we thought that would go before the season started. We haven't seen Glasgow, so it's not going to be a fair comparison or evaluation to what we say. But that's a big win for Monroe County.
I'm not surprised with the outcome. I'm kind of surprised with the score, though, it being low.
Scoring game,
I figured maybe in the 60s or something.
Yeah, you would have those 2 teams want to put a lot of points up. Ellie's been putting a ton of points on the board, and you got that run and gun style that Monroe County likes to play, get up and go. So it's a little surprising, but Monroe County has been able to win some games in the regular season, but the last few years they just haven't been able to win games in that district tournament that gets them to the regional tournament. So puts them in position early for the 1 seed.
Of course, Russellville has lost to Barren County the last 4 years in a row. Last year the Trojans won at Russellville 62-49. And Russellville, the last time they won against the Trojans was with Dennis Perdue as head coach. Phil Todd's now in his 5th year, coming back the 2nd time around. He coached 2 teams to the state tournament and lost to Barren County in that 1999 regional finals. Everybody remembers. They went to the state semifinals the following year, though. They've only had 2 losing seasons in the past 18 years or so. So they've had a lot of success down there. They've won the district several times, but have not been able to reach the state tournament except that one time back in 2000.
They've had some killer teams. You think about the Tony Key teams of the late 90s, early 2000s. That might have been one of the biggest upsets. You got that Greenwood game, so I'm not going to say the biggest upset in the school history, but that's a pretty big upset. We were underdogs going to that game in 99 to get us our only regional title. Definitely one of the biggest games in school history. Defeating Russellville to go play Scott County in the first round game. But this team, and I'm speaking of us now, I think we all kind of, our eyes lit up a little bit because in the summer the team just struggled a little bit. And first 3 or 4 games, they come out and just kind of lighten it up. 4 in a row, everybody was saying, hey, what about this squad? And, the kids start hearing those things, too. And then they come into 2 games that I expected us to win, you expected us to win, pretty much everybody expected us to win. But, we kind of regressed a little bit and maybe fell back down to what this team really is. And hopefully it woke the kids up a little bit. Those are 2 games you don't want to lose at all. But if you do lose, you go around and play again the next night, and you get out there and get after it. And tonight we're going to have to get after it if we want to make this a competitive game, much less a game that we can actually get a W out of. And I'm excited to see the Bradshaw kid play. You don't get kids, D1 talent coming in here every night, but we've kind of been fortunate that we've had a couple of our own D1 players that we do get to watch every night. Hopefully, Jared will play like that again tonight and play with a little confidence after he had a 20-point game last night.
Yeah. Pregame report brought to you by McDonald's. New store opening soon in Glasgow. Let's take a look at tonight's starting lineups brought to you by South Central Bank. Small enough to know you, big enough to help. For the Russellville Panthers under head coach Phil Todd. And to be honest with you, I played against Phil Todd in the regional tournament back in 1974 when Camellia played Russellville in the 4th region tournament in the arena.
I was going to ask for it if they had a tape of it, but did they make video cameras back then?
Well, it's kind of like a movie camera or something on a camera.
You had to hold it and reel it.
Yeah, well, anyway, that's only been 42 years ago.
Yeah.
Anyway, the Panthers tonight's starting lineup, Micah Naylor, a 6-foot senior, averages 11.3 points a game. Pedro Bradshaw, a 6'7 senior, 19.5 points, 12.8 rebounds. Jalen McMurray, a 6'3 senior, 9.5 points, 8 rebounds a game. Paul Jones, a 6'2 senior, averages 3. And Sean Keys, a 6'2 senior, averages 5.8 points a game. There are 6 seniors on this year's Russellville basketball team. They're not starting Jacob Naylor tonight. He comes off the bench. He's only a sophomore. He averages 11 points coming off the bench for the Panthers. Of course, the Panthers in District 13, they'll compete with Franklin Simpson, Logan County, and Todd Central. So probably that district championship will come between Russellville and Franklin Simpson come late February. Barren County Trojans 4-2 on the year. Warren Cunningham in his 9th year. And the assistant coaches are Matt Gardner, Lee Johnson, and Jared Browning. Parker Stevens, 5'11", 148, a junior, averaging 6.2 points a game. Branson London, 6'3", 153, a senior, averages 13. Garrett Arterburn, 6'1", 150, a junior, averages 5. Jared Coomer, 6'7", 176, a junior, averages 17 points and 8 rebounds a game. And the other starter is Tyler Smith, 6'2", 230, a junior, averaging 4.8 points and 4.2 rebounds a game. And your starting lineups tonight brought to you by South Central Bank. Tonight's game officials, the same 3 we had in the girls' game: Ryan Kraft, Tommy Young, Jonathan Carver. And the official sponsor, Whitlow Family Vision Centers. You call them at 270-651-2020. Also scheduling Saturday appointments. So we get set for the Farmers RECC Jackie Browning Memorial Opening Tip-Off. And our first quarter action sponsored by Citizens First Bank.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Barren County High School Gymnasium for Kentucky High School men's 4th region basketball action. Our game this evening is between the visitors on the scoreboard, the Russellville Panthers, and the home team on the scoreboard, your very own Barren County Trojans. And now introducing the starters for the Panthers. Starting at 1 guard, number 4, Micah Naylor. Starting at 1 guard, number 25, Paul Jones. Starting at 1 forward, number 23, Jalen McMurray. Starting at 1 forward, number 30, Sean Keys. And starting at 1 forward, number 32, Pedro Bradshaw. The Panthers are coached by Phil Todd. And now introducing the starters for your very own Barren County Trojans. Starting at 1 guard, a 5'11 junior, number 5, Parker Stevens. Starting at 1 guard, a 6'1 junior, number 33, Garrett Arterburn. Starting at 1 guard, a 6'3 senior, number 3, Branson London. Starting at forward, a 6'7 junior, number 12, Jared Coomer. number 40, Tyler Smith. The Trojans are coached by assistant coaches Matt Gardner, Lee Johnson, and Jared Browning. Trojan head coach Warren Cunningham.
Left to right here in the first half. Russellville right to left. Pedro Bradshaw.
It's a little harder to win the tip tonight, I'd say, against Bradshaw than it was the other night at Monroe County, right?
Very lanky. I mean, he's a lanky type guy.
And when you, I have no idea what D1 coaches look for, but I would say one of the things that you like about a kid like that is he has that long, lanky figure, and when you get to college, he's going to pack some pounds on. He's got the ability to grow and has the frame that you can really beef up.
Yeah. Jared Coomer in the jump circle with Pedro Bradshaw. Ryan Kraft tosses it up, and it's going to be controlled by Russellville. Keys will give it to Bradshaw. Now Bradshaw puts down the dribble, gets rid of it to McMurray. McMurray off to Keys, right of the circle. Over the left side now, Jones. Jones wants to drive, pull up 10-footer. No good. Coomer with a rebound. Off to Parker Stevens. He's going to be guarded out there by Micah Naylor. Stevens works it to the left side, reverses right, fires it off to Coomer. He'll drive around Bradshaw, put it up, it's blocked. In there by McMurray.
He beat what he thought was his only defender.
And here's Bradshaw driving. It's blocked by Coomer, and he goes to the floor hard. And so does Garrett Arterburn, too. We'll get a foul on Jared Coomer, his first, team's first.
Wow. What a sequence to start the game. You got Jared beating his man off the dribble, and I think that was 23. I think that was McMurray that blocked that shot, and then he returned the favor to Bradshaw going in, except the only negative is Jared picked up an early foul.
Yeah. Bradshaw hits the first. He'll have one more. It's on the way, and he got them both. He's a 74% free throw shooter.
That allows them to get up and pressure us. That's what they really, really want to do, and they've got a couple guys that can really put the ball pressure on us.
Ball comes into Stevens. He's in a trap. Ball kicked out of bounds by McMurray.
A little different pressure than you've seen this week from Edmonton County and Caverna. The game changes. It goes so much faster. We have to be ready to make decisions and come back and help our guards.
This will be the toughest opponent the Trojans have faced this year. Here's a run out of the other end. Arterburn going to the bucket, lays it up, missed it. Follow-up, Coomer got it.
After he saw what happened to Coomer with the block, he tried to throw it up quickly, but Jared there to clean it up.
2-2 ball game. McMurray with it for Russellville out of the left side. Here's a three by Keys. It's no good. Long rebound tapped out to Stevens from Arterburn. Here comes Stevens. Bounce out to London. Now Coomer, top of the key. Coomer sends it off to Arterburn on the left side. Out now to Stevens to set it up against Naylor. Stevens on the dribble. Bounce pass left to Arterburn. Now Arterburn getting the screen out there, being chased, double team. Now here's Coomer left open, 18-footer in the air. Got it.
They went to double team and left a shooter wide open in the corner. No rotation at all. You've got Bradshaw guarding Branson London. Branson, who didn't score last night, will have a difficult time finding a shot and getting it off against that length. But they don't just have Bradshaw that can guard. I think all five of their kids really are good defensive players. So those matchups will just be interesting to see how we take advantage of it. This was just it's just 4-2, kind of a wake-up timeout from Coach Tide, getting on his kids for not rotating as they went to trap the ball there.
Yeah. 4-2, Trojans lead it here early, 6:38 to play in the first quarter. Bradshaw hit a couple of free throws for Russellville. Jared Coomer has both field goals for Barren County. Here's McMurray with it on the right side. Out to Bradshaw, top of the key against Coomer. Right side is Naylor. Naylor on the dribble. Crossover against Stevens. And pass is deflected by Arterburn, but Naylor recovers it. Back out it comes to Bradshaw. Now Bradshaw starts his move against Coomer. Leaves it out there with McMurray. Now throws it in the left corner to Keys. Keys will send it back out front to Jones. Back to Naylor on the left side. Naylor lobs it in there, and a shot partially blocked. What do we got? A charging foul. London went to the deck.
No, actually, that was
Arterburn, excuse me. And so an offensive foul in Russellville.
There wasn't a whole lot of contact there, but he kind of stuck his chest out to get just enough to be able to fall down.
Here's another run out coming to Coomer. Coomer turns, tried to hand it off to Arterburn, and it's saved in bounds, and Arterburn's got it. Feeds it to Smith. Smith goes up with a shot. It rolls off the rim. Jones with a rebound for Russellville.
We can't let them speed us up. In those situations, we've got opportunities, but if we don't, we need to pull it back out and get a better shot.
Keys with it out front. Off to Bradshaw. Jumper over Coomer. 17-footer, no good. Long rebound. Chased down by Smith. Gets for the basketball to London. And now here comes Stevens. Quickly in front court. Right side, Arterburn. Back out to Stevens. 5.5 minutes to go here in the first. Barren County leads Russellville 4-2. Coomer on the left elbow. Out to London. He'll fire it up for three. No good. Offensive rebound by Arterburn. He'll throw it back up. It's blocked by Jones, but Smith there to grab it. Now Stevens looking over in the right corner. Arterburn can't shoot. Throws it back out to Stevens.
Parker passed up a shot that he probably knocked down last night, didn't he?
Back to Arterburn on the right side, covered up by McMurray. Now crossover dribble. Trying to feed it off. It's out of bounds off Russellville. And Parker Stevens will inbound right side of the bucket. Still looking. Lobs it out to Coomer. Guarded by Bradshaw. Coomer leaves it out there with Parker Stevens. Stevens wants to drive with it. Now back to Coomer. He's going to fire up a three-point shot way off the mark. And Russellville the rebound. Here's Naylor with it for the Panthers. Goes in there to McMurray. Oh, we're going to get a blocking foul.
He couldn't make his mind up whether he was going to call anything or not. He waited so long, he probably should have let it go. And Tyler Smith just wasn't in good position. He was directly underneath the rim, trying to take a charge, but was just very late getting over there.
So McMurray at the line. Shot is no good. Coomer with a rebound. 4-4 ball game, 4:35 to play here in the first quarter.
A 1-2-2 from Russellville now. They've pressured us in about three different ways.
And Stevens gets it in front court. He's in a trap. Pass deflected, caught by London. In the middle goes to Smith. Gets rid of on the right side of Coomer. Cross-court pass over to Stevens. Now Stevens starts his move against Naylor. And now reverses back left. Going to have to do something with it. Bounces off to Arterburn. McMurray on him. Coomer will work against Keys. Right side Stevens. Stevens looking. Throws it back out to London. Left side it goes to Arterburn. Now Arterburn. Still on the dribble. Back out front to London. Now London. Bounce pass over to Coomer. Coomer working against Bradshaw. Giving it back out to Stevens. Gets away from Naylor. Top of the key. They had to switch off. Got Bradshaw now guarding Stevens. Stevens getting some pressure now. Working right.
Yeah, there's a mismatch somewhere, and that would be with Jared. Has the size advantage. We try to post him there, but can't get it to him.
And here's Arterburn over right side. Stevens fires it in the lane there to Coomer. Throws it back out to London for three. Rims out.
It took a long time to get going in the Caverna game. Never got going in the Edmonton County game. Missed his first two tonight.
Keys trying to go baseline. Cut off by Smith. Now Bradshaw back out to Naylor. Right side. Driving with it. Now back out for a three-point shot that's no good for Jones. Coomer with another rebound for Barren. Hands it off to Stevens.
Got to get something going in the half court here.
Here's Coomer with it. Hands it back off to Stevens with 2:52 left to go here in the first quarter. A 4-4 ball game. Left side, Coomer. He's putting down the dribble. Out to Arterburn. Swings it right over to London. Fires it down the baseline to Coomer. Goes out to the corner. Can't shoot. Needs some help. Throws it back out to London. Now over to Stevens. Gets away from his defender. 15-footer. Rims and goes in. It was all over the place, but it fell in.
A nice pull-through move there. The defender went for the ball, and Parker took his time and delivered us the basket.
6-4. Barren County leads Russellville with 2:18 to play here in the first quarter. And they work it down into Bradshaw. He puts it up. It's no good. Fighting for the rebound. Coomer going to have a jump ball. Possession arrow to Barren County as Tyler Mosby and Chase Dial check into the Trojan lineup. In for Russellville is Jacob Naylor, a 5'8 sophomore. And also number 2, Hunter Armistead, a 5'10 junior. Also coming in for Coach Phil Todd is Elijah Kemp, a 5'10 sophomore, and averages 7.5 points a game.
That's with these substitutions, we have to keep the intensity, and we have to watch and take care of the basketball against this 1-2-2. Throwing over top of it, they're going to get one of those just looping passes.
Stevens into Coomer. Wants to drive. Throws up an off-balance shot. No good. Not a good shot right there.
No.
And here comes Naylor with it for Russellville, going all the way to the bucket.
He makes two mistakes in a row. Jared throws up a shot just because he probably got tired of not being able to get a good one, and then comes down wildly and commits his second foul. And with 1:47 left, more than likely Warren will sub him. And that's a disadvantage to us because we've had somebody just height-wise that, just you saw in that last possession, went up and took it, or at least tied it up with Bradshaw.
Jacob Naylor at the line. First free throw, no good. 67% free throw shooter.
Write that down and see how we respond.
And that comes with 1:47, but Coomer going to the bench. Naylor back at the line. Second free throw shot is on the way. It's good this time. 6-5. Barren County leads it. Russellville only one field goal here in the second quarter. 1:43 to play. London with it in the backcourt. London going to have to do something with it. Get it across, and there's Chase Dial with it. Fires it off to Mosby. Now Stevens.
He thought about it again.
About a three there. London with it in between the circles.
That's an okay shot for Parker to let go.
Dial
after he
back
made
out
three.
To London. 1:23 to play. Back to Dial. Smith with it out top. Right side London. Fires it down to Dial. He'll throw it up too quickly. And here comes Bradshaw with it. Bradshaw, no look pass underneath and a dunk. Two-hand stuff.
That kid's athletic.
By McMurray.
He didn't
3 senior.
Yeah, he didn't look 6'3" just first glance, but he can really get up off his feet.
Yeah, 7-6. Russellville leads it. Lob over to Dial from Stevens. Go in the corner to Smith. Back around. Here's Stevens with it on the left side. He's in a trap. Needs help. And there's Dial back over to Smith. 40 seconds to play. First quarter. Dial, top of the key. Thought about a three there. Pass deflected back to Stevens. Stevens now turns and looks. He's going to have to do something with it. Oh, a dangerous pass. Smith caught it, though. Goes to the basket, and he gets fouled.
Credit Tyler Smith for saving that possession. If he doesn't come get that ball and just waits to get there, that's a turnover and maybe a stuff on the other end.
They put the foul on McMurray. That is his first, team's second. Tyler Smith at the line for Barren County. 2 shots. First one is up and good. 75% shooter at the line. 7-7 with 28.2 seconds to go here in the quarter as Micah Naylor checks back in for the Panthers. And also Paul Jones. And Smith misses the second shot. Rebound to Bradshaw. 23 seconds to go here in the first. Bradshaw with it for Russellville. Leaves it out front with Micah Naylor.
It's been a low-scoring first quarter, just like it was last night. We only had 9 in the first quarter. But much more active, different type of game, isn't it?
Yeah. Here's a three, and it is going to come off. Offensive rebound by Jones. Back out top of the key. Another three-point shot is short. Loose ball taken by Landon Key. Just checked in. Try to force up a desperation. That's the end of the first quarter. Barren County 7, Russellville 7. We'll be back for the second quarter after this break. You're following the Trojans on 103.7 Nash Icon.
Trojan Thread School Spirit Store is the #1 place to find any and all things BCHS. With a wide selection of clothes including hoodies, t-shirts, long-sleeve shirts, and polos, to everyday items including pens, pencils, notebooks, and stickers, to jewelry including earrings, necklaces, bracelets, and wristbands. So stop by the Trojan Thread Store any weekday from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. or during any home varsity basketball game. The Trojan Thread School Spirit Store, keeping Barren County in style.
The Barren County STLP program is one of the most successful clubs in school history. With the tradition of succeeding at the state level competition, this program strives on enhancing the use of technology and promotes leadership among students. The STLP program spreads across all 3 levels of school, allowing students to participate from elementary all the way through high school. The implementation of technology and use of leadership skills are why the Barren County Student Technology Leadership Program has been awarded the BCHS Live December Club Spotlight.
You're watching BCHS Live on YouTube or Facebook.
A.F. Crow and Son Funeral Home. As Russellville has the basketball, this is Naylor looking underneath the Jones, and now shot goes up. It is no good. Rebound, Tyler Smith. Jared Coomer on the bench with 2 fouls.
Yeah, he'll stay there probably the whole half unless we create or Russellville's able to get a lead.
A dangerous pass. Landon Key caught it, though. And here's Mosby out to Arterburn, jumps it up for 3. No good. Smith, the rebound, had it stripped loose. And then Arterburn chases it down.
Pick it up.
And gives it rid of it to Key. Back out to Mosby. Here's Arterburn. Swings it in the right corner. 3-pointer in the air. It is no good for Chase Dial. Rebound by McMurray. Got a foul on Barren County, and they're going to put it on Tyler Smith. And that is his second. The team's 4th.
Well, we've only shot 3 threes tonight, but we shot 23 last night. We kind of relied on that. It sounded like a whole lot. And we cannot get complacent, just start throwing up threes here in this half, especially if we're not hitting them.
Yeah. There's a shot going up and in. Not sure who got that one.
That was 25.
Or Jones. Okay. Yeah. Couldn't see from this angle. Here's Arterburn. Over to Key. And bad pass taken by McMurray. Trying to throw over the top. He'll go in for the layup. It is spinning off the rim. And battle for the rebound. Chased down by Jones. Out to Bradshaw in between the circles. Right side Jones. In the corner, Naylor for 3. Rim's no good. And London trying to get the rebound. He was pulled to the floor, and here comes Arterburn with it. Arterburn will hand it off to London. London now will turn and look and go back out to Arterburn with it.
We got to get something going towards the basket. We really are just throwing it around, and you saw the turnover just trying to loop it over top.
Arterburn picks up his dribble against Jacob Naylor. Now Dial picks up his dribble back out to Arterburn. 9-7, Russellville leads it. 6:10 to play here in the first half. Arterburn fires it off to Mosby at the left elbow. Back out to Arterburn.
We don't have a great offensive lineup out there. We don't have anybody besides Branson that's probably scored double figures.
Now breaking the basket. Dial puts it up and in.
So we can get offense like that, just taking advantage of their overplay.
Game tied at 9 with 5:45 to play here in the first half. Jacob Naylor, Micah Naylor with it for Russellville. Leaves it out there with Bradshaw. Barren County goes to a 2-3 zone. Bradshaw off the screen from Jones. Sends it down the corner. 3 in the air. Good. That's Micah Naylor. First 3-pointer of the ball game. 12-9. Long pass over to London, left side. And it's slapped away, and then Micah Naylor couldn't recover it. Goes out of bounds. It'll stay with the Trojans. Parker Stevens checks back into the Trojan lineup for Landon Key. And Jared Coomer will return. He'll come in for Tyler Mosby with 5:16 to play here in the first half, playing with 2 fouls.
We're taking a chance, but this is just a situation where we don't have anybody that's doing anything for us right now. We're going to have to get going a little bit.
Parker Stevens works against Micah Naylor. Left side, reverses right, looking. Now hands it off to Coomer. Coomer around the top of the key, crossover dribble, stops and looks, sends it out to London. Right side, it goes to Dye on the corner, trying to feed it to Coomer. We're going to get a foul here on Bradshaw. That'll be his first. Team's 3rd of the half. Jacob Naylor will return to the Panther lineup. Bradshaw will check out.
Is that 1 or 2?
That was his first. And Stevens lobs it out to Coomer. Got McMurray out guarding him now with Bradshaw on the bench. Here's Stevens with the basketball. Stevens against Naylor, working left side, reverses right. Fires it off, backdoor, shot put up and in by London.
Those are the plays that are going to be successful tonight because they literally play defense with their hands on you. They just got it basically grabbing your jersey on both sides, and you're able to break free going towards the basket. As long as the ball's there, you can score.
12-11, Trojans down by 1 here. Micah Naylor with it for Russellville. Sends over the right side, Jones. Jones wants to go baseline, throws it back out now to Naylor. Naylor splits the defender, shovel pass inside there to Micah Naylor. Jacob Naylor, no good. And then Coomer gets knocked to the floor and no whistle.
Yeah.
And Stevens gets rid of the basketball to Arterburn.
Well, he got drugged down. They didn't call a whole lot in the girls' game just because it was a lopsided game, but they've kind of continued that no whistle into the boys' game.
Stevens with it on the left side. Stevens on the dribble against Jones. In the corner to Coomer.
Don't have any spacing right here. We're just kind of discombobulated. We need to reset it, and that's what we're going to do.
Russellville, man-to-man defense. 3:43 to play in the first half. London's got it left side and tried to bounce it to Coomer. And hit the leg of Naylor. Bradshaw back in for Russellville. And who's going out? They got 6 on the floor. Trojans ball with 3:38 to play here in the first half. Stay tuned. We'll have the homecoming activities coming up. Coomer got fouled there, but Bradshaw got a little push.
Kind of letting everything go.
Stevens against Jacob Naylor. Wants to penetrate. Goes down the lane. Bounce past baseline Arterburn. And try to force it back out to London. Ball kicked.
Your guard gets you in that position. You can't dribble it back out. You want to take that 6-footer. That's a good shot.
Tyler Mosby checking back into the Trojan lineup for Garrett Arterburn. Ball comes in the corner to Mosby. Slapped out of bounds by Naylor. 3:20 to play here in the half. As London will toss it in. The deep right corner. Comes into Stevens. And now Stevens will work against Jacob Naylor. Bounce pass left elbow. Coomer. Out to Dial. Finds London, top of the key. Gets a screen. Picks up his dribble. Back out to Stevens. He'll pull up. 18-footer. Got it.
That's a tough shot. They gave him a 3.
Yes.
Yeah. Again, he benefited. Both of his shots have been when his defender goes for the ball. He just penetrates and lets it go quickly.
I thought he had a foot on the line, but we'll take the 3. Yep. 14-12 the score. Turnaround jump shot by McMurray off the back iron. And here's Bradshaw losing it out of bounds underneath the goal. And Trojans get it with 2:44 to play here in the first half.
Fortunate there. Tried to jump with him. He just kind of flew in front of us.
And London will inbound the basketball. 1-2-2. Russellville is in.
Don't try to throw over top here. That's how we got it picked off last time.
Stevens off to Mosby. Double team. Now London will fire a 3. It's way off the mark, and Mosby there to get it. Gets the offensive rebound and put back. No. Bradshaw diving for the loose ball. Throws it up in the air. And here's Naylor with it with 2:20 to play. Right side, Micah Naylor. Back out to Jacob Naylor. Now McMurray throws it cross court to Micah Naylor. He'll bring it back out with 2:05 to play here in the half. And a 14-12 Barren County lead. Right side is McMurray. Cross court pass. Naylor trying to dribble around London. Forces the ball in there to Bradshaw. Back out to Naylor. Back to Bradshaw. Fakes. Moves in. Shoots over Mosby. It is good. And they're going to call a blocking foul on Mosby.
Didn't get enough of him. Maybe.
His first.
Just a little early.
Bradshaw's first bucket of the night. Ties the game at 14 with 1:45 to play here in the second quarter. Yeah, that's a good question. That's 2 now that they've called. Free throw by Bradshaw is on the way, and it's good.
Bringing ring to Panther lineup number 25, Jones.
15-14 Russellville. They set up with full court pressure. London gets it in play to Stevens. A foul in the backcourt on Micah Naylor. That'll be his first, the team's 4th.
Foul is on number 4, Micah Naylor. That's his first, team's 4th.
And London will toss it in. London gets it into Stevens. Now he's in a trap, needs some help. Bounces back out to London. Now Arterburn with it. On the right side, out front. Arterburn reversing back to the right side. Hand checking everywhere.
Yeah, I can guard somebody when I got both hands on them.
Here's Arterburn out to London. Now Stevens fakes, drives. Throws it back out to London. Over to Mosby. Out to Stevens. Here's Dial with it. Back out to London. Around it goes to Stevens with 1:05 to go. London against Bradshaw. Gets a screen from Mosby. Diagonal pass over to Dial on the left side. Against Jones. Lobs it back out to Arterburn. Thought about a three. Stevens back to Arterburn. Right side London. Now feeds it to Stevens. He drives to the basket. And looked like maybe a foul there, but no whistle. And here comes Bradshaw. Bradshaw driving, no-look pass. Going to be kicked out of bounds by McMurray with 37.4. And Dial shake it up, going to the bench. So Landon Key is checked into the Trojan lineup. Oh, they're holding him out there.
Yeah. I'm old now.
The officials could see that.
I'm old out of shape. Never been as quick as any of these kids, but with holding them like that, I could guard anybody out there.
Arterburn driving, working against Naylor. Now gets rid of it to Stevens. 22 seconds to go. Stevens got an opening. Three-pointer in the air. Got it.
Hey, what about Parker Stevens' last two games right there? That makes you a better offensive team, obviously because of the points, but everybody has to respect him and open things up.
6 seconds to go. Here's Jones. Feeds it to McMurray. He'll fire up a off-balance shot. Falling away, no good. That ends the first half with a score. Barren County 17, Russellville 15. And we'll come back with the homecoming festivities after this timeout. You're listening to Trojan Basketball on 103.7 Nash Icon.
Trojan Thread School Spirit Store is the #1 place to find any and all things BCHS, with a wide selection of clothes including hoodies, t-shirts, long-sleeve shirts, and polos, to everyday items including pens, pencils, notebooks, and stickers, to jewelry including earrings, necklaces, bracelets, and wristbands. So stop by the Trojan Thread Store any weekday from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. or during any home varsity basketball game. The Trojan Thread School Spirit Store, keeping Barren County in style.
The Barren County STLP program is one of the most successful clubs in school history. With the tradition of succeeding at the state level competition, this program strives on enhancing the use of technology and promotes leadership among students. The STLP program spreads across all 3 levels of school, allowing students to participate from elementary all the way through high school. The implementation of technology and use of leadership skills are why the Barren County Student Technology Leadership Program has been awarded the BCHS Live December Club Spotlight.
You're watching BCHS Live on YouTube or Facebook. BCHS Live is Barren County's own live production group that is here to broadcast various types of events. Founded in 2015 by 5 BCHS students, we are here to set new heights in media and live broadcasting. BCHS Live is involved in all forms of social media. You can find us on youtube.com/BCHS Live, facebook.com/BCHS Live Network, or on Twitter at BCHS Live. BCHS Live, here to bring you everything BCHS, anywhere you want it.
And we are BC.
Welcome back to Barren County High School. Halftime here, the boys' game, where Barren County leads Russellville 17-15 as we get ready for the homecoming activities here in just a moment. Our halftime report will be coming up, brought to you by Zaxby's. Proud sponsor of Barren County High Basketball. Come by Zaxby's on Happy Valley Road before or after the game. And I believe we're about to get the homecoming festivities taking place, and here's Todd Steenbergen.
2017 Barren County Basketball Homecoming, which is sponsored by the Barren County Pep Club and Barren County High School. We would like to thank the Pep Club officers for their hard work and dedication to our basketball homecoming. President Haley Greer, Vice President Julie LeCount, Secretary Paige Fisher, Co-Secretary Savannah Furlong, Reporter Max Hutton, Treasurer Courtney Withrow, Special Events Mackenzie Gentry, Sergeant at Arms Trace Hanner, and the Pep Club is sponsored by Teresa Bewley. And now for your candidates. First up is Miss Katie Blakely, a senior, sponsored by the band. She is the daughter of Julie Pettigo and Jason Blakely. Her activities include marching band. She enjoys reading, tweeting, and watching movies. Her escort this evening is Eli Reynolds, son of David and Jennifer Reynolds. Our next candidate is Miss Ann Calloway Kinsman, a senior, sponsored by the Beta Club. She is the daughter of Jenna and David Kinsman. Her activities include Beta, swim team, foreign language, FCA, SAD, Trojan Ambassador, Magnet, and being part of the First Christian Church youth group. Ann Calloway enjoys volunteering, art, and hiking. Her escort this evening is Spencer Steenbergen, son of Todd and Ann Steenbergen. Our next candidate this evening, sponsored by the Broadcasting Club, is Miss Casey Lyle. She is the daughter of Benny and Chris Lyle. Her activities include Beta, broadcasting, volleyball, swim team, and foreign language club. Casey enjoys dancing. Her escort this evening is Grant Markham, son of Steve and Laura Lindsay Markham. Our next candidate is Miss Julie LeCount, a senior, sponsored by the cheer team. She is the daughter of Tricia and Guy Turcotte. Her activities include cheerleading and pep club. Julie enjoys cheering and helping with the extreme prep team. Her escort this evening is Blake Terry, son of Heather and Joey Terry. Next up is Miss Katia Lowe, a senior, sponsored by JROTC. She is the daughter of Cindy and Mike Lowe. Her activities include JROTC. She enjoys color guard and marching band. Her escort is Tyler Aument, the son of Crystal and David Aument. Sponsored by FBLA is Miss Samantha Endicott, a senior. She is the daughter of Eddie and Louisa Endicott. Her activities include bowling, FBLA, broadcasting, foreign language club, and Magnet. She enjoys bowling and spending time with family. Her escort this evening is Jaden Thomas, son of Tammy Thomas. Our next candidate is Miss Rebecca Maxwell, a junior, sponsored by FCA. She is the daughter of Bobby and Karen Maxwell. Rebecca's activities include foreign language club and FCA. She enjoys drawing, shopping, being involved in her youth group, and playing with her dog, Bella. Her escort this evening is Caleb Miller, son of Kevin and Lisa Miller. The next candidate is Miss Sarah Davis, a senior, sponsored by FCCLA. She is the daughter of Tanya and Dwayne Davis. Her activities include FCCLA and yearbook. She enjoys photography and volunteering. Her escort this evening is Zachary New. He is the son of Nisha and Roger New II. Sponsored by FEA is Miss Angela Orozco. She is the daughter of Carmen and Benjamin Orozco. Her activities include FCCLA, SAD, foreign language, and FEA. She enjoys boxing with MACD. Her escort tonight is Nick Chaplin, son of Jennifer Chaplin. Next up this evening is Miss Samantha Allen, a senior, sponsored by FFA. She is the daughter of Valerie and Mike Allen. Samantha's activities include SAD, FBLA, and FFA. She enjoys shopping, going to the lake, and hanging with friends. Her escort this evening is Taylor Gross, son of Bruce and Bridget Gross. Our next candidate is Summer Lowe, a senior, sponsored by the Green Team. Summer is the daughter of Scotty and Dawn Lowe. Her activities include FFA and Green Team. She enjoys volunteering and playing guitar. Her escort this evening is Chance Burris, the son of Mike and Shanna Burris. Next up is Miss Taryn Curley, a senior, sponsored by HOSA. Taryn is the daughter of Scott and Dawn Curley. Her activities include HOSA, Beta, Magnet, FCA, Youth Group, and Trojan Ambassador. She enjoys dancing, hiking, volunteering, kayaking, and tutoring at Barren County Middle School. Her escort this evening is Eli Ballou, son of Sheldon and Faith Ballou. Our next arrival is Miss Bailey Pettigo, a sophomore, sponsored by SAD Club. Bailey is the daughter of Ivan and Michelle Pettigo. Her activities include basketball, SAD Club, FBLA, and FCA. She enjoys going to the lake, playing basketball, and being with her youth group. Her escort this evening is Braden Burks, son of Barbara Burks, Scott and Kim Prophet Burks. Sponsored by the Social Studies Club is Miss Raina Rodriguez, a senior. Raina is the daughter of Lori Pointer. Her activities include Social Studies Club, FBLA, Broadcasting Club, Beta, and Academic Team. She enjoys art, Netflix, and reading. Her escort this evening is Trapper Carey, son of Brian and Kenny Carey. Next up is Miss Erica Tolliver, a junior, sponsored by Y Club. Erica is the daughter of Julie and David Tolliver. Her activities include Y Club and soccer. She enjoys racing horses, running, and napping. Her escort this evening is Zach Cordy, son of Brad and Vicky Cordy. The Pep Club and Winter Sports teams have both nominated candidates. Our first candidate, sponsored by the Pep Club, is Miss Avery Thrasher, a freshman. Avery is the daughter of Lori Decker. Her activities include Pep Club, FBLA, and cheer. She enjoys cheerleading and being with friends. Her escort this evening is Tyler Bush, son of Rhonda and Bobby Bush. Our second Pep Club candidate is Miss Maddie Murray, a sophomore. Maddie is the daughter of Maxie and Kathy Murray. Her activities include Pep Club and cheer. She enjoys stunting and hanging with friends. Her escort this evening is Matthew Bellamy, son of Freddie and Lori Bellamy. Our third candidate, sponsored by the Pep Club, is Miss Madison Beckham, a junior. Madison is the daughter of Billy and Darla Beckham. Her activities include cheerleading and Pep Club. She enjoys tumbling. Her escort this evening is Garrett Hyatt, son of Bryson Hyatt and Brian and Sally Long. Our last candidate, sponsored by the Pep Club, is Miss Corbin Smith, a senior. Corbin is the daughter of Christy and Mike Smith. Her activities include cheerleading, and she enjoys stunting, tumbling, and eating. Her escort this evening is Logan Sanders, son of Melinda and Jeff Sanders. And now for our winter sports candidates. Our first candidate is Miss Eve Jackson, a freshman. Eve is the daughter of Sarah Terry. Her activities include SAD Club, FBLA, basketball, and Pep Club. She enjoys basketball. Her escort this evening is Cody Rogers, son of Beth and Derek Rogers. Our second candidate, sponsored by Winter Sports, is Miss Max Hutton, a sophomore. Max is the daughter of Amy Hurt. Her activities include cheerleading, Beta, HOSA, and Pep Club. She enjoys cheering. Her escort this evening is Aaron Kearney, son of Connie Williams and Carl Kearney. Our third winter sports candidate is Miss Hadley Hammer, a junior. Hadley is the daughter of Heather and Bart Hammer. Her activities include soccer, softball, pep, and basketball. She enjoys hiking. Her escort this evening is Colton Montgomery, son of Felicia and Joe Montgomery. And our last candidate, sponsored by Winter Sports, is Miss Lydia Brooks, a senior. Lydia is the daughter of Jason and Lynette Brooks. Her activities include Pep Club, Beta, FBLA, and foreign language. She enjoys exercising and shopping. Her escort this evening is Trip Taylor, son of Chastity and Jeremy Taylor. The Pep Club would like to say a thank you to the West End, Unique Gifts, and Redman's Apparel. And now the Pep Club would like to welcome back the 2015-16 basketball homecoming queen, Miss Jacqueline Faber, a student at Western Kentucky University. She is being escorted by Trace Hanner, son of Daniel and Tara Hanner, and Tristan Green, son of Todd and Lori Green. And now, for the moment we've all been waiting for, we'll announce homecoming king runner-up first. Runner-up is Brandon Whitty, son of Lee and David Whitty. And now the homecoming king for this year is Braden Burks, son of Barbara Burks and Scott and Kim Prophet Burks. And the other big moments tonight, we have a tie. Yes, a tie for runner-up. First, we will announce Corbin Smith, daughter of Christy and Mike Smith. And also runner-up, Lydia Brooks, daughter of Jason and Lynette Brooks. And the 2016-17 Barren County High School homecoming queen is Julie LeCount, daughter of Tricia and Guy Turcott. Congratulations to this year's 2016-17 Barren County High School homecoming queen, Julie LeCount. And we thank everyone for their participation. Thank you for attending the BCHS 2016-2017 basketball homecoming, and we wish you a Merry Christmas.
And thanks to Todd Steenbergen. Great job emceeing the homecoming festivities tonight. 17-15 is our score here at the break. Barren County leading Russellville here at halftime. We'll come back with the Zaxby's halftime report in a moment as you're following the Trojans on 103.7 Nash Icon.
Trojan Thread School Spirit Store is the #1 place to find any and all things BCHS, with a wide selection of clothes including hoodies, t-shirts, long-sleeve shirts, and polos, to everyday items including pens, pencils, notebooks, and stickers, to jewelry including earrings, necklaces, bracelets, and wristbands. So stop by the Trojan Thread Store any weekday from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. or during any home varsity basketball game. The Trojan Thread School Spirit Store, keeping Barren County in style.
The Barren County STLP program is one of the most successful clubs in school history. With the tradition of succeeding at the state level competition, this program strives on enhancing the use of technology and promotes leadership among students. The STLP program spreads across all 3 levels of school, allowing students to participate from elementary all the way through high school. The implementation of technology and use of leadership skills are why the Barren County Student Technology Leadership Program has been awarded the BCHS Live December Club Spotlight.
You're watching BCHS Live on YouTube or Facebook. BCHS Live is Barren County's own live production group that is here to broadcast various types of events. Founded in 2015 by 5 BCHS students, we are here to set new heights in media and live broadcasting. BCHS Live is involved in all forms of social media. You can find us on youtube.com/BCHS Live, Facebook.com/BCHS Live Network, or on Twitter at BCHS Live. BCHS Live, here to bring you everything BCHS, anywhere you want it.
Panthers 17-15 on the Zaxby's halftime report. Proud sponsor of Barren County High basketball. Come by Zaxby's on Happy Valley Road before or after the game. Russellville in the first half, 5 of 19 from the field, 26.3%. They were 1 of 5 behind the arc, 4 of 6 at the free throw line. They had 11 rebounds in the first half, 2 on the offensive end. They turned the ball over 3 times. And they were led in scoring at halftime by Pedro Bradshaw, 5 points for Bradshaw. He had only 1 field goal, 3 of 3 from the foul line. Jalen McMurray scored 4 points in the first quarter on a couple of field goals. He was 0 for 1 from the charity line. A 3-pointer for Micah Naylor, 1 point for Jacob Naylor, and 2 for Paul Jones. Sean Key started the ball game and failed to score. Barren County in the first half, 7 of 19 from the field, so same amount of shots taken by the Trojans. Hit 7 of those. Trojans were 2 of 8 on three-pointers. 1 of 2 at the free throw line. Trojans had 13 rebounds, 4 of those on the offensive end, and had 4 assists and 3 turnovers in the first half for Barren County. Scoring-wise for the Trojans, it's Parker Stevens leading the way. A couple of 3-pointers for Stevens and a 2-point basket for 8 points. Jared Coomer scored a couple of field goals in the first quarter, but got in foul trouble with a minute 47. Did not score in the second. 2 points for Branson London. Chase Dial had 2. 1 point for Tyler Smith. Garrett Arterburn started the ball game and failed to score. Tyler Mosby went scoreless in the first half. Landon Key saw action but failed to score as well. Points in the paint. Russellville with 8 points and the Trojans with 6. 2-0 on second chance points. It's a tied game at the end of the first quarter, 7-7. Trojans come back in the second quarter and outscored the Panthers 10-8. And right now it's a 17-15 Trojan lead. Foul situation for Barren County. Jared Coomer, as we said, picked up 2. Tyler Smith also picked up 2. Tyler Mosby with 1. And for Russellville, Micah Naylor, Jalen McMurray, Pedro Bradshaw, and Sean Keys, all with 1 apiece. So it's a quick first half. Only 4 fouls against Russellville, 5 on the Trojans.
I'm sure Warren talked at the halftime break with that big extended break. Then we're going to have 10 minutes here between the homecoming and when we actually get going again, just kind of let the kids get a sweat broken again and maybe kind of re-warm up. But I'm sure what he talked about at halftime was we're going to have to adjust a little bit to the way the game's being called, just because we talked about the hand checks and, just swat their hands away and kind of get open and continue to use the backdoor cuts to our advantage because of that overplaying. But, Jared played 10 of the 16 minutes. He would have probably played more if he didn't have those fouls. But honestly, we were able to sustain, and having 3 turnovers is actually really, really good because of the pressure that they were able to put on us. And you saw a full court man, you saw a run and jump full court, you saw a 1-2-2, you saw a little bit of trapping at all spots. And when you look back at the game last night and think about that we had 18 turnovers against the Edmonton County team, who's nowhere near as good as this Russellville team, you've got to be happy with just 3 turnovers at the break.
Yeah. A couple of scores on the Coca-Cola scoreboard tonight. Update you on a few of those. At halftime of the Monroe County Glasgow boys game, Falcons leading at halftime 28-17 over the Scotties. And halftime score, LaRue County boys 42, Caverna 29. Trojanettes winning easily tonight over Russellville 54-17. And they'll be in action Monday night against Bell County up at Taylor County in the Delilah Gonzalez shootout. That game at 7 o'clock Monday night. We'll have the broadcast at 6:45 Monday night from Taylor County High School. Then on Tuesday, the Trojanettes will have 2 games. They'll play at 11 o'clock against Todd County Central. And then at 4 o'clock against Taylor County, we'll have the broadcast of both those games on Tuesday. And then Wednesday, the Trojans will have that game for you with the Trojans and Webster County down in Dixon, Kentucky. 6:30 Wednesday night. We'll be on there at 6:15 from Dixon. Of course, they play Meade County on Monday at 5, and then Callaway County Tuesday at 5. That'll be the 2 games we'll not be able to broadcast since we will be at Taylor County on Monday and Tuesday. And then we get into the Caveland Classic the day after Christmas, and we'll kind of update you on times and who they play and all that next week. I don't have the schedule in front of me, but we'll have 3 days of basketball in Brownsville at the Rafferty's Double Dogs Caveland Classic. And the girls and boys will play back-to-back. We can tell you that much. And I think 2 o'clock will be the start time Monday and Tuesday, the 26th and 27th, 6 o'clock on the 28th.
Makes life a little bit easier for radio guys, but it also, for fans, you get to hear both broadcasts, and you don't usually get to do that in a Christmas tournament, but you also get to watch both at the same time for one money.
That is true. And then we can play Glasgow that week.
Yeah,
on a Friday. We've got 4 doubleheaders the week of Christmas.
Yeah, where do we go? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday?
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday,
next
Friday.
Week. Monday, Tuesday.
Next week's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
And then you get a little bit of a break. You got, obviously, Friday and Saturday, Christmas and Eve and Christmas, and then you turn right around day after Christmas and go Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday. So, and then you turn right back around the next Tuesday and we start school again. Yeah. So the Christmas break is going to be filled with hoops. And just a few more here. We got about a minute before we get back going. We'll just stay here, right?
Yep.
We got Edmonson County and Metcalfe County score. Edmonson County up 40-21 at the half. That's a boys score. 14th district game. Greenwood up 24-20 over South Warren at the half. And this is a girls score. Allen County is up 39-21 over Franklin Simpson at the end of the third quarter. So a lot of basketball going on, and everybody got finals in the books and ready to have a little bit of a break this weekend and get going. This Russellville team plays in 2 really good Christmas tournaments. They are going, I think they're going up Lexington, Louisville area for both of their Christmas tournaments. If you just kind of talk about what they go up to Henry Clay for the one before, and then they go to the Traditions Bank Holiday Classic at Lexington Catholic. That's a pretty good boys tournament for them to be in. So those face some really good competition.
17-15, Trojans lead it as we start the third quarter. Brought to you by A.F. Crow & Son Funeral Home. Reminding everyone, please don't text and drive.
Our boys will play Clinton, Ohio, and it says Edmonton.
That's right.
Right, we get to play Edmonton again.
Doubleheader Edmonton girls and boys on the final day of the.
So we'll get them again. Be kind of like the away portion of the schedule.
Plus Clinton County, the boys will play them twice this year.
Yeah, I don't know if I like that. I don't think it really matters, and nobody cares what I like anyway. But usually when you go to Christmas tournaments, you like to play people that you don't see.
Somebody you never see. Yeah. Ohio County will be one of them, though.
Yeah, but
no, we play them twice too, don't we?
Yeah, we play them later in January. So it's close. Double headers, which doesn't happen often, but Clinton, Ohio, and Edmonton is who we'll see after Christmas.
Start the second half here. Trojans moving from right to left as Parker Stevens handles the basketball against Naylor. Bounce in there to Tyler Smith. He turns, looks, now hands it off to Jared Coomer. Coomer in the right corner, back out to Stevens. Russellville net man-to-man. Coomer with it on the right side, gets a screen from Smith. He'll dribble it out, give it to Arterburn. Over the left side, it goes to Stevens. Now Stevens wants to drive to the bucket. He'll put it up short, whistle. And what are we going to have, a blocking foul?
Yeah. I don't think they've called one charge tonight.
That'll be 2 on Sean Keys. First of the second half against the Panthers. Parker Stevens at the line for the Trojans. 67% free throw shooter. That one's in and out, and he'll have one more.
We didn't get to the line hardly at all last night. And tonight we have done not a ton better, just 1 of 2 in the first half.
That one hit the front of the rim and fell over in. 9 points for Stevens. Trojans lead 18-15. Over Russellville. Here's Naylor. In the corner, jumper, no good for Keys. Bradshaw, or rather McMurray with the offensive rebound, taken away by London. London needs some help. Sends it up court now to Coomer. Coomer wants to drive. He'll lean in, go under, put it up and in, and a foul.
That's 2 trips to start the second half that will change us not getting to the free throw line. Parker going aggressive to the rack, and Jared Coomer follows it up. Maneuvering his body, sliding it through, going right through the contact to get an and one opportunity.
Got it. And Barren County's taking a 6-point lead, 21-15. That was 3 fouls on Sean Keys.
They let him in there. They kept him in there.
Yeah. McMurray with it, left side. Cross-court pass to Naylor. Fakes, drives against Coomer. He cuts him off. Out to Jones. And now Jones on the dribble. Bounce pass to Bradshaw. Baseline shot good for Keys. 21-17. Arterburn will put the ball in play for the Trojans. He's going to have to hurry. Gets it into Stevens. Back to Arterburn.
Just man pressure, so we'll clear it out again.
He'll work it up against Paul Jones of Russellville. Gets it across the line. Gets rid of it to Coomer on the high post left. Poked away. Bradshaw trying to go for the steal. Bodies tumble. And Coomer's got it back. He's going to drive into a crowd. Had it blocked on him by McMurray. Ball poked away from behind, but Jones recovers it. Here's Keys up court to Bradshaw. Now Bradshaw leaves it out with Keys. Swings it out to Naylor. Left side over to Jones. They fire it into McMurray, and the ball goes through the hands of Keys. Chased down by Arterburn. Turnover by Russellville.
That'd have been a sure layup.
Bounce pass off to Stevens. 6 minutes to play in the third. Barren up by 4 here, 21-17. Here's Stevens with it, working against Jones. Now he needs some help here. Gets rid of it to Arterburn. McMurray got his hands all over him there, and he goes for the steal, and then he loses it out of bounds. Barren will get it back.
Got to be strong with it, as Warren's telling him right there. You got to face and rip it through to clear the space between you and the defender, and what that'll do, that'll get the hands off as well.
Stevens will bring it up against Naylor. He'll get it across the line, leaves Naylor. Now pulls up, goes down low, in there to Smith, and back out to Stevens. Stevens trying to get the screen there. Baseline, dumps it in there to Smith, spins, goes up with the left hand. Oh, it's in and out.
It was a good move, though.
Battle for the rebound. Bradshaw comes out of there with it. Bradshaw. Lehner. Oh, it should be a collision. Yep, that's going to be a collision with Branson London. And Bradshaw, that'll be his second. So he leaned into London.
Branson almost kind of hit in the crowd and popped out right as Bradshaw hit him.
Coomer will toss it in.
Got a center fielder, so you can't throw it deep.
And here comes Steven racing into the front court. Hooks it back over to Coomer. Coomer driving down in the lane, going up. He gets fouled.
You go right at Bradshaw, but I don't think they'll get it on him.
I think I'll put it on Jones, his first, team's fourth. And at the line is Jared Coomer. 21-17 Trojans, 5:06 to play here in the third quarter. Free throw is up and good for Coomer. He's got 8 points, 22-17. Barren County. This shot goes up and in for Coomer. Back up to 6 for the Trojans, 23-17. And here's McMurray. Kicks it out to Naylor. He'll fire for 3, and it spins out. Offensive rebound, backup foul on Coomer, and that's going to be his third.
He was over the back, and he put his hands down.
Foul's on number 12, Jared Coomer. That's his third, team first.
First of the second half against the Trojans. At the line is Elijah Kemp. His free throw is good. Tyler Mosby will have to come in for Jared Coomer, and he'll have to go out with 4:54 to play in the third. Kemp back at the free throw line for Russellville. His second shot is going to bounce in. 23-19. Russellville sets up with full court pressure as London will trigger it in for the Trojans and gets it into Stevens. Now Stevens will work it up court against Naylor. Stevens. Here on the near side, bounce pass left over to Arterburn. Arterburn against Kemp. He'll throw it out to London. Right side it goes to Stevens. Now ball gets kicked out of bounds.
Tried to post it, and Mosby lost his position.
So Stevens will toss it in, right side of the bucket. Stevens looking, still looking, going to have to hurry. Force in there to Mosby. In there to Smith. He'll put it up and in.
That's a good two-man game between our bigs that are playing together now because of the foul trouble on Coomer.
Tyler Smith with his third point. Barren County in a 2-3 zone defensively. 25-19 Trojans. 4:20 to play here in the third quarter. And Bradshaw couldn't handle a pass. Picked up by Mosby. Gives it to Arterburn. He'll leave it with Stevens now at 4:10 to play in the third quarter. And now Stevens works against Kemp on the near side. Reverses back right. Floats it over now to Arterburn. Goes up with a fall away. It's blocked out of bounds.
It's about the third time we run that play, and that time we got it in a position to score. Like to see him give him a little pump fake and just go right in the body and force the official to put him at the line.
Now Branson London will toss it in. Comes in the corner to Mosby. Sends it out to Stevens.
Got a three if he wants it.
Goes in the corner. Back out to Arterburn. Now hands it back off to Stevens. There's going to be a foul on Kemp. His first, team's fifth.
Foul on number 3, Elijah Kemp. That's his first.
25-19 Barren. 3:52 to play here in the third quarter. As London looking to inbound, somebody's got to come get it. Comes into Mosby. Now Mosby flips it off to Stevens. Stevens, they got Naylor guarding him now. Here's Smith over to London. Now London bounces it down low to Mosby. Back out to London. He's going to fire it up for three. Bounces off. And then Smith trying to get the rebound. He's blocked out by Bradshaw. Smith's going to be called for his third personal. Team number 2 on the Trojans. And Landon Key, 5'11", 144 sophomore. We'll check in for the Trojans for Tyler Smith. So now we've got Stevens, Key, London, Mosby, Arterburn on the floor right now. And they dump it down in there to Bradshaw, and he puts it up and in.
We get lost down there on the bottom of that 2-3 zone, and we've got to not let anybody behind us.
25-21. Arterburn with the basketball for Barren. Guarded closely by Naylor. Leaves him. He'll throw it in the corner. Mosby will put it up for three. Got it!
Great bit of ball handling by Arterburn to leave his defender, and just nice assist.
28-21. There's a leaning shot, and going into Mosby as Jacob Naylor called for the charge. His first, team 6.
If you ask Mosby, he says he doesn't play well last night, probably. And there's back-to-back possessions that he played like the exact player that we need him to be and contribute for this basketball team. You don't see him knocking down threes, but points are great.
Yeah.
But taking that charge down there is exactly his role.
Yeah. Ball comes into Stevens, and he's going to be fouled by Micah Naylor. That is his second.
And that's a 1-on-1.
Yeah, we're going to be in the bonus now the rest of the game with 3 minutes to go in the third quarter.
The officials have really not changed the way that they've called the game, but they've really been forced to just blow it more because Russellville has ran over top of us, or we've taken it to the rim and drawn the contact.
Parker Stevens at the line, 9 points in the game. A couple of three-point shots tonight, 1 of 2 at the stripe. Gets 21 here. Free throw is up, and it's in and out. Trojans need to take advantage of these free throw opportunities. 7-point lead, 28-21. Kemp out to Bradshaw. They go to Naylor with it on the left side. Back out to Bradshaw, motioning Naylor to come get the ball.
Do a little bit of talking in the zone. Make sure everybody's accounted for.
Bounce pass right to McMurray. Cross-court pass over to Naylor. He'll jack up a three, and it's no good.
Wow.
And offensive rebound by Russellville. Here's Bradshaw pulling up with a 17-footer, and he hit it.
I'm not so impressed by that shot he knocked down, but how high that kid got trying to get the rebound. He's got
Stevens all the way to the bucket, has it blocked by Bradshaw. And here comes Naylor with it. He'll drive against London. Crashes in. That's going to be an offensive foul.
That's 3 this quarter that we've taken.
Fouls on number 11,
Jacob Naylor, his second, team's 8th. Arterburn will put the ball in play. Now what do we got here?
Got a foul away from the ball, and that's going to be on Parker for trying to clear space and get open.
So first foul on Stevens, 3 on the Trojans here in the second half. And Brandon Reed, 5'11", 142, a junior, checks in for Parker Stevens.
Just need Parker to get a break for a big 8-minute stretch here at the end of the game.
That ball's going to come back to the back court, be over and back. And Trojans will get the ball with 2:12 to go here in the third quarter. Leading 28-23 over Russellville. Branson London will toss it in underneath the bucket. Gets it into Mosby in the right corner. Fires it out to Key. And now Key putting down the dribble, driving, whistle. Got to get a foul. Micah Naylor is third. Team's 9th. He's going to put Landon Key at the free throw line. First one goes up and in. He'll get the bonus. 29-23. Trojans on top with 2:08 to play here in the third quarter.
Landon Key seeing a little bit more time because Chase Dow went out early in the first half, and he hadn't been back in. I think he suffered an injury, not sure the extent of it, but the trainer has been working on him pretty much since that happened.
Landon Key hit both ends of the 1-and-1. 30-23. Here's a 3 by Naylor. No good. Batted up in the air. Caught by Key. Key pushing it down the floor on the right side. Crossover. Throws up a floating shot that's no good. Rebound to Micah Naylor for Russellville. He'll send it off to McMurray. McMurray wants to penetrate into a crowd. Throws up the shot. It's no good. And Bradshaw puts it back up and in.
That's just his length going to get it.
Bradshaw with 6 of Russellville's 8 points here in the third quarter. 30-25. Key fires it off to London. Now tries to go to Reed with it. He's in a trap, and it's knocked out of bounds. They'll get it back, though, as Parker Stevens will return to the Trojan lineup with a minute 19. And Tyler Smith also will come back in for Coach Warren Cunningham.
Played a lot of the quarter without Jared and those 3 fouls.
Yeah.
About the 4.5-minute, 5-minute mark?
4:54. Pass floats out to London. There's going to be a foul on McMurray. His second, team's 10th, and Trojans down to double bonus now with a minute 17 to play here in the third quarter.
Well, here's our opportunity to kind of exercise some demons with this free throw shooting. We're getting to the line now. We've got to make them.
6 of 8 here in the third quarter for Barren County. London at the line. The shot's good.
It's good for him to see the ball go through the rim, too. He's struggled the last 2 games to get shots to go down.
31-25 Trojans. London, second toss. Good again. 32-25 Barren with a minute 15 to play here in the third quarter. Russellville with the basketball. Jacob Naylor leaves it out there with Bradshaw. Now Bradshaw sends it off to Micah Naylor. Back to Bradshaw. Gets a screen right. He'll pull up with a 15-foot jumper, and he hit it.
He actually likes those shots better than he does, posting up.
He's got 13 in this one.
Got to get it in quick.
32-27. Ball comes into London. He'll give it back to Arterburn. He'll feed it off to Stevens. Stevens being chased in the backcourt. We have a reach-around foul. Got to be on Jones, his second. They've been doing that all night. They've been reaching. And
I think the officials, once they started calling it, they, and our guys maybe doing a little bit better job selling it, too.
But Parker Stevens at the free throw line where he's 1 of 3. Gets 2 shots here. First one goes up. It's good. He's in double digits with 10. Barren leads now 33-27 as Tyler Mosby will come back in for Tyler Smith. 46.1 seconds to play here in the third quarter. Parker Stevens puts it up. It is no off the front of the rim. And Bradshaw chases down the basketball. Bring it up for Russellville with 42 seconds to go in the third quarter. Naylor back out to Bradshaw. He'll pop up a three-point shot, knocks it down.
He's starting to heat up a little bit. That's dangerous for us.
33-30. Barren County with a three-point lead, 27 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Stevens goes to Key on the right side. Now Key looking, trying to go to London, can't go. Bounces back out to Stevens, 17 seconds remaining.
Go for one, definitely. Go about 8.
And now Stevens, left side. And it's going to be stolen away by Bradshaw. He's going to go to the bucket. He'll put it up. It is no good. Going to get a foul on Branson London. His first, team's fourth.
It's a bad turnover because you give it to them going directly towards their basket. And they're asking just to see if it's an intentional foul. And Branson raked him across the arm. It was a hard foul. Made sure he didn't complete the three-point play. But they're just going to call it a personal.
Bradshaw's 3 for 3 at the line. If shot goes in.
See what we can do with 4 seconds left.
12 points in this quarter for Pedro Bradshaw. Lead cut to 2 at 33-31. Bradshaw hits them both. 1 point ball game now.
Was it 32-25? Is that what it was?
It was 7-point lead.
Yeah.
4.2 seconds left here in the third. Barren 33, Russellville 32. London will put the ball in play against full court pressure by Russellville. London running the baseline. Gets it into Key. He turns up court, forces up a shot, and hits the backboard. That will end the third quarter. And after 3, it's Barren County 33, Russellville 32. We'll come back with the final quarter in just a moment, following the Trojans on 103.7 Nash Icon.
Trojan Thread School Spirit Store is the #1 place to find any and all things BCHS, with a wide selection of clothes including hoodies, t-shirts, long-sleeve shirts, and polos, to everyday items including pens, pencils, notebooks, and stickers, to jewelry including earrings, necklaces, bracelets, and wristbands. So stop by the Trojan Thread Store any weekday from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. or during any home varsity basketball game. The Trojan Thread School Spirit Store, keeping Barren County in style.
The Barren County STLP program is one of the most successful clubs in school history. With the tradition of succeeding at the state level competition, this program strives on enhancing the use of technology and promotes leadership among students. The STLP program spreads across all 3 levels of school, allowing students to participate from elementary all the way through high school. The implementation of technology and use of leadership skills are why the Barren County Student Technology Leadership Program has been awarded the BC.
To Barren County Sports on 103.7 Nash Icon.
This is Mark Wallace, Associate Superintendent for Barren County Schools, and we are BC.
Jay Turner with Robert Bauer back here at Barren County here on homecoming night, 33-32. The Trojans lead Russellville by 1 point. Fourth quarter sponsored by Citizens First Bank. Come grow with us.
Bradshaw was 1 of 4 in the first half. In that third quarter alone, he was 5 of 6. Definitely feeling it a little bit. He's going to be the one trying to make plays, and they're within 1 after we had, I think, a 7-point lead there. They scored, or outscored us to get it with just a 1-point deficit.
Left corner, McMurray out to Naylor. Fakes, drives. He'll throw up the shot. No. Battle for the rebound. Out of bounds. And they're going to give it back to Russellville.
I didn't think that was
right way. Really tell what happened there, but thought maybe Jones touched it last.
Yeah, it looked like he came over top, was pushing it out that way.
Micah Naylor will toss it in. Sends it out to McMurray. Off to Naylor. And the ball gets away with double team. Back to Naylor. Out to McMurray now. Back in the corner. Here's Jacob Naylor. Has it swatted loose, but Bradshaw there to get it and banks it in.
Well, that was the wrong person to find for it to fall in his lap.
And I tell you what, Naylor putting the pressure on Arterburn. Had his hands all over him. Stevens with the basketball. Russellville has regained the lead, 34-33.
They might let some things go just to even the fouls up, you know.
Yeah, it's 10-4. And here's Coomer driving to the basket, and no foul there, no whistle, no nothing, except it went out of bounds.
Like I said, let some things go to even it up. He just fell down.
So Russellville's basketball, 6:53 to play. 34-33 Panthers. And here's McMurray with it long range right. Sends it over to Naylor. Here's Jacob Naylor driving a baseline. Shovel pass in there. Whistle out of bounds.
They made some nifty passes tonight. If their kids would just hold on to the ball, they would have had a ton more assists and we'd probably be in a hole.
So London will toss it in. Full court pressure by Russellville. Arterburn will go up court with it. And we're going to get a foul here on Jones, his third. And it's going to put Garrett Arterburn at the free throw line. He has not scored in the game. He's a 62.5% free throw shooter. Got a chance at 2 free throws right here to try to give the Trojans back the lead. First one goes up. It's good. It ties it at 34. Barren County only 3 field goals here in the second half. Second shot is on the way. It comes out. Rebound to Bradshaw. 34 all. Bradshaw out to McMurray. Drives into the paint. Underneath, there's a shot put up. No good for Jones. Barren County with a rebound. Arterburn got it. He'll work it up court. Sends it off to Coomer. Fakes the 3. He'll throw it back out to Arterburn. Now Stevens with it. Stevens against Jones. High post left. Coomer. They're slapping, doing everything in there. Here's a shot up by Coomer. No good. Got a whistle and a foul.
They're going to call it on Jared, pushing to get the rebound. That'll be his 4th.
Tyler Mosby will come in for Jared Coomer. 6:05 to go. Tied at 34. Micah Naylor with it for Russellville. Gives to Jacob Naylor. 3 in the air. Boom.
The Naylor kids are the primary three-point shooters coming into the game. I think they have now 11 out of 18 they've hit all year.
37-34. Bad pass. And here's McMurray. Dumping it off underneath to Naylor. Hit the baseline. It's going to be a turnover by Russellville.
I'm telling you, that's the only thing saving us right now is they are really poor executing. We've turned it over and just given them gifts. And they just returned our Christmas present right there because that was a layup, and there's been several others.
And London trying to get the ball in play.
Got a timeout.
Gets it into Smith. He'll give it back to London. Long bounce pass over to Stevens. You got Kemp and Naylor. The ball's loose at midcourt and going to be out of bounds off Bradshaw. Monroe leads Glasgow 36-29 after 3 on the Coca-Cola scoreboard.
We've got all 5 of our timeouts if we need them. If we get in any type of hairy situation, we need to make sure we burn one.
Parker Stevens trying to dribble away from the trap. Goes in the corner. Out to Mosby. Now Mosby dribbles in. He'll hand it back off to Stevens. Stevens in a trap. Back in the corner to Mosby. He's in a trap.
Right there.
Timeout.
Yep.
30-second timeout with 5:11 to go in the basketball game. It's Russellville 37. Barren County 34. As the Trojanettes winning earlier tonight, 54-17 over Russellville's Lady-Panthers. Don't forget our next broadcast is Monday night from Campbellsville at Taylor County High School as the Trojanettes will take on Bell County out of Region 13 in the Delilah Gonzalez shootout. Trojans will be at Webster County on Monday night, taking on Meade County at 5.
I don't know much about the competition the girls or the boys will face, really, but I think the girls' teams will be fairly 3 competitive games, so it'll be good to see what we can do against some teams that we won't play throughout the regular season.
Trojans basketball. Stevens sends it out almost to midcourt to Arterburn. Got Kemp guarding him. He wants to drive against Kemp. He'll go to the basket, has it blocked.
Just 1 point this whole quarter. We've got to find some offense.
And here's McMurray. Pass is deflected by Arterburn coming by him and out of bounds.
They've outscored us 5-1 to start the quarter, and if you really extend it, they've outscored us worse than that. Give me a second to
like 12 to
get the math. Yeah,
2.
That's right. That's right.
Bradshaw's in the corner, jumps it back out to Naylor. And now Naylor will go in the corner to Jacob Naylor. Back to Micah Naylor. Swings it left to Kemp. He may have walked with it, but he got away.
Took off quick.
Now here's Bradshaw. Fires it in there to Kemp. Back out to Bradshaw. Here's Micah Naylor. He'll pull up 15-footer. No good. Battle for the rebound. Loose on the floor. Still diving for it is London. Gives it off to Arterburn. Arterburn wants to drive to the bucket. He'll put it up. It is no good. We got a blocking foul on Micah Naylor, and that's his fourth. He'll be the first Panther to pick up 4 fouls. Jones has 3 and Keys has 3. Garrett Arterburn at the free throw line. 1 of 2 his last trip. Puts it up and in for his second point of the game. 37-35. Trojans back within 2 after leading by 7 at one time. Here's Arterburn putting it up, and it's in and out. Rebound taken by McMurray. Micah Naylor with it. Right corner. Out to Jacob Naylor. Fires it back to Micah Naylor. Down low. Here's Kemp. Puts it up and in off the glass. Kemp with his 4th point. And Russellville takes a 4-point lead, 39-35. As Coca-Cola timeout, open a Coke and enjoy the game. Stay tuned. We'll have the Coca-Cola postgame report and postgame stats brought to you by Southern States of Glasgow and Horse Cave. Trojans led at the end of the third, 33-32, but had I think a 7-point lead, maybe an 8-point lead. Look at that stat sheet.
Well,
I believe it's on there that I think it was actually 8. I think we did have an 8.
I think it was 32-24. Well, it was 32-25. I know at one point. I know we were up 7, so it could have been 8. But either way, if you extend that run, it's not been a good sequence for the Trojans. That would be a 14-3 run Russellville's on, and we just can't find an answer offensively to stop them.
Arterburn gets it across over to Stevens. He's in a trap, bounces back to Arterburn. Diagonal pass right side over to London. London wants to drive across the lane. It's broken up, stolen by Jacob Naylor. Feeds it off to Kemp. Layup good.
Timeout. And
now Russellville takes a 6-point lead. Full timeout by the Trojans. 3:46 left to go here in the ball game.
Went through a period in the section there in the third period where we were really playing exceptionally well, maybe playing over our heads a little bit because we got that lead. Pedro started hitting shots, and Russellville has really turned it on. 16-3 is my best guess at a run right now, and 6 points when we haven't scored, but we've only scored 2 this quarter is what it looks like, and really probably just 3 in the last 6 minutes or so. So we've got to find offense. Jared's going to go back in there with those 4 fouls and see if we can get things together. Right now we're just being really careless with the basketball. And that's what we didn't do in the first half, as it was. We had only 3 turnovers, and really we did a good job in the third. We only had 2, so we've had 5 in the game going into this fourth quarter, and we're being really careless. Points off turnovers. Russellville only has 5 through 3 periods, but if they'd have converted and made everything that they could have had and really cashed in on some nice passes, been ready, this would be a 15-point game and not a 6-point game.
Trojans with Parker Stevens. Sends it off to London on the near side. Throws it back cross court over to Stevens. Now Stevens throws it back over to London. Whips it down to the corner to Arterburn. He'll throw it back over to Stevens on the right side. Now Stevens. Bounce pass off to London. He's going to fire up a long 3 that's short. Trying to get his own rebound. Taken by McMurray. Foul on Stevens.
Smart foul. Parker probably wasn't going to outrun him to the rim, and he's not getting the layup.
Second, team 6. Russellville will take it out of bounds. Jacob Naylor will send it out to Jones. And now Jones will work against Arterburn out front. Angles off right, wants to drive, splits under, and it's blocked in there. Coomer come up with a basketball. Got fouled, but no whistle. Arterburn bring it in front court. Stevens with it. 3 minutes to play. Trojans down 6. And now Stevens bounces it off to Coomer. He wants to drive strong to the bucket. We got a foul. And they're going to put this one on Keys. And that's his 4th. So 2 Panthers with 4 fouls as Jared Coomer, at the line. He's 3 of 3 at the stripe. Shot goes up and in. Nothing but net. He's got 10 points. Been in foul trouble a lot tonight. Jones checking out for Russellville. Micah Naylor back in. 41-36. Trojans trail by 5. Now 4 as Coomer connects. Tyler Mosby comes in for Jared Coomer with 2:56 to play. Trojans down 41-37.
Be nice to get a stop, force them into a turnover. It's been a while since we have got a stop.
Here's Naylor sending it down in there to Bradshaw, and he throws it up and in. Tough shot.
Taken over.
Yeah. 43-37. Stevens with it in the backcourt. Lobs it over now to Arterburn. Pass deflected by Bradshaw and out of bounds. Jared Coomer back in the game for Barren. Jones will come in for Russellville, replace Naylor. 2:35 to play. Trojans down 43-37. Stevens will toss it in. Stevens still looking. Lobs it out to Coomer against Bradshaw. Now Coomer will leave it out there with Stevens. 2.5 minutes to play. Coomer wants to drive to the bucket. He'll put it up, try to dunk it. Goes down hard to the floor.
And he landed on his wrist. He's already been holding his wrist a few times tonight. Hopefully, that's just a kind of a quick reaction to
his elbow.
Elbow, wrist. Yeah. He didn't have anything to brace himself because his legs kind of went out from under him as he went up to, he was trying to throw it down over 2 of them. Needs a second to catch his breath and get these free throws in.
McMurray, his 3rd personal foul. Bill Todd's going to call a timeout for Russellville. With 2:27 left to go. Russellville 43, Barren County 37. You're listening to our broadcast at 103.7 Nash Icon, WHHT-FM, Cave City, Glasgow, Bowling Green, and on the internet at espnky.com/Barren County. Also on BCHS Live tonight on YouTube. Again, we'll be at Taylor County Monday night for the Delilah Gonzalez shootout. Trojanettes taking on Bell County at 7 o'clock. We'll be on there at 6:45 Monday night from Taylor County High School in Campbellsville. And then we'll do the Trojanettes games on Tuesday at 11 o'clock and 4. As Barren County will play Todd County Central at 11 on Tuesday. And Taylor County at 4 o'clock that afternoon. Then Wednesday we'll travel down to Webster County. The Trojans game against Webster County down in Dixon, Kentucky. That's at 6:30 on Wednesday night.
Greenwood beats South Warren tonight, boys 49-32. Edmonton County beats Metcalf 72-41. 2 boys finals already in the books.
Jared Coomer at the line for the Trojans. 5 out of 5. We'll see if he can keep that string going here. Chip in the lead. Shot good.
Glasgow and Moreau looks like they're coming down to the wire. It's a 1-point game with under 6 minutes to play in the 4th.
Coomer, second toss, good.
We're trying to substitute him, offense, defense, just anytime we can get him out on the defensive end to make sure that he doesn't pick up that 5th foul. We're seesawing back, 4 and 6, 4 and 6, 4 and 6. In order to get it any closer, we got to get a stop here again. I'd be all over Pedro. Make sure somebody else beats them.
Trojans only 3 field goals in the second half, none here in the 4th quarter. Naylor driving in. We're going to get a blocking foul on Tyler Mosby.
Yeah, almost too much focus on Bradshaw there as he was able to clear out that right side and nobody could see they needed to come help.
But Micah Naylor at the line, his first trip, 78.5% free throw shooter. And he's perfect on the first.
It's pretty impressive that we've actually been able to keep pace with them. When you look at how many field goals we have the whole second half, we just have 3, right?
Yeah. None here in the fourth.
No. Just relying on free throws. Thankfully, we've been in the double bonus the whole fourth quarter.
Naylor puts it up, and it's good again.
Back to 6.
Paul Jones in for Micah Naylor. Got Sean Keys back on the court for Russellville. As the ball comes in to Parker Stevens with 2:10 to play. Barren down 45-39. And Stevens gets it in front court now against Jones. Looking right. He'll throw it out to London. To Coomer. Coomer against Bradshaw. Has to throw it back out to London. Now to Stevens. Minute 54 to play. Stevens working left and looks right. Now going to have to do something with it. Hands it back off to Coomer. Coomer's going to stop. Going to try to fire 3. Oh, it almost went in. He'll get 3 shots here.
Smart. I didn't know if he got enough contact on the defender to get the foul called, but the official actually had his back, had the same angle, so he gave us the benefit of the doubt.
That's 4 on Paul Jones. We got 3 players with 4 fouls. Jared Coomer at the line for 3 shots. The first one is good. That'll make it 45-40 with 1:42 to play. Second one rims in. 6 out of 6 this quarter for Jared Coomer. He's 9 for 9 for the game. All here in the second half. 15 points for Jared Coomer. And that one's going to come out when we got I don't know what happened there, but buzzer went off.
I think
that shot actually came off the rim. So Russellville will get the basketball.
Maybe that was anticipated going in because it kind of rimmed around and out.
45-41 Russellville, minute 35 to play. And here's Naylor with the basketball. Out to Jacob Naylor. Right side is McMurray. And now Sean Keys. Bounce it down in there to Bradshaw. Back out to Keys for 3. It's off the mark. Smith gets the rebound.
Strong rebound. I don't think Russellville was very happy.
Nope.
That shot was taken.
Stevens into the front court with 1:10 to play. Stevens, bounce pass broken up in there, knocked away, loose ball on the floor. Smith, and we'll get a timeout. No, they're going to call a jump ball.
We got it anyway.
And so Barren in the alternating possession with 1:04 remaining, down 4. Branson London will put the ball in play for Barren. Gets it in to Arterburn. He'll send it off to Stevens. 1 minute to go.
Their chance to get it closer than 4 here.
Stevens, bounce pass off to Smith at the left elbow. Out to London. London works it to the left side. Can't shoot the 3. Throws it out to Arterburn. 48 seconds to play. Arterburn on the dribble gets a screen from Smith. He's going to pop up a 3-point shot. Almost banked it in. Rebound to Coomer. Out to Stevens and a timeout here. 37.2 seconds to go. Barren down 4 to the third-ranked team of the region, Russellville, 45-41.
Good timeout. We were searching for shots there. And don't have to have a 3 by any means. Actually, a 3 would not give us the lead, not tie it. You don't want to waste a whole lot of time because of the seesaw we've been back in. You want to extend the game as much as possible. Take the first good opportunity, good look you got, and go crash the glass like Jared did there. We actually had 2 guys that were waiting to let it fall in their hands. We fought tonight, and no matter how this goes, much better effort. I didn't see the game last night, but I feel like, and you would maybe back me up and say better.
If we would have played this way last night and Tuesday night, we would have had 2 W's.
Yeah. Yeah,
no doubt.
And we might have played down a little bit there, just what we thought our competition was going to be. And tonight we've kind of gotten back up. When you got a D1 kid coming in here on your place, with all the hype, that kind of helps you get up and get ready to go. But you don't want to just be competitive. You want to win. So let's see what we can do last 37.2.
Parker Stevens.
Got to get it in.
Bad pass. Picked off by Kemp. And McMurray is going to be fouled by Branson London. His second, team's 8. And 1-1 for Russellville with 32.9 seconds to play. On the Coca-Cola scoreboard, Monroe County beats Glasgow tonight, 54-44. McMurray at the line for Russellville. He had 4 points in the first quarter, 0 for 1 at the line. Here's his shot. It's on the way, and it's good.
Left-hand shooter. Nothing but the net there.
46-41.
You'd like to have something a little better out of the timeout there.
Yeah.
The kids coming to the ball, wanting the ball just to help Parker get it in. Instead, you turn it over, and a 4-point lead goes back to 6 as he hits that one.
Makes it a 2-possession game, and 32.9, 46-41. And the ball comes into Arterburn. Now Arterburn will work it up court with 28 seconds to play. Going to have to hurry here. Going to get anything going.
That's right.
Stevens against Naylor. Gives it to London. London wants to drive. Out to Garrett Arterburn. Here's a 3 in the air by London. It's blocked. Put up by Coomer. No good. And Bradshaw gets the rebound, and he's fouled with 11.6 to play.
Fouls on number 5, Parker Stevens. That's his start.
We have 3 fouls on Parker Stevens, a 9th one on the Trojans here in the second half. And Bradshaw will go the line where he's 5 out of 5.
2 back-to-back home losses. This one you don't feel good about either, but you feel better about how we played.
48-41 as Bradshaw connects.
Looks a lot different of a player than we saw play down at Russellville last year. He's matured a whole lot.
Bradshaw gets that one too. And they get Sean Mason in the ballgame, a 5'8 senior. 11.6 to play. Russellville 49, Barren County 41. Ball comes into Arterburn. He'll give to London. He'll send it up court now to Stevens. Stevens wants to drive. He'll throw it up off the glass. Good, and a foul. But just time running down here with 5.8 seconds to play. Makes it 49-43. Mason will get the foul. And Landon Key will return to the Trojan lineup for Jared Coomer. 49-43 Russellville. Stevens at the line. 2 out of 5 tonight from the stripe. Shot goes up and in. 49-44. 5.8 to play. Here's a run out coming to Kemp. He'll feed it off to Naylor, and they'll let the time run out here as Russellville will win it tonight 49-44 over the Trojans. As Russellville goes to 4-1 on the year, Trojans drop to 4-3. They lose 3 in a row this week. 2 back-to-back here at home. Close losses of all 3 this week. We'll come back with the post-game report in just a moment as you're following the Trojans on 103.7 Nash Icon.
Not available in all states.
Trojan Thread School Spirit Store is the #1 place to find any and all things BCHS, with a wide selection of clothes including hoodies, t-shirts, long-sleeve shirts, and polos, to everyday items including pens, pencils, notebooks, and stickers, to jewelry including earrings, necklaces, bracelets, and wristbands. So stop by the Trojan Thread Store any weekday from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. or during any home varsity basketball game. The Trojan Thread School Spirit Store, keeping Barren County in style.
The Barren County STLP program is one of the most successful clubs in school history. With the tradition of succeeding at the state level competition, this program strives on enhancing the use of technology and promotes leadership among students. The STLP program spreads across all 3 levels of school, allowing students to participate from elementary all the way through high school. The implementation of technology and use of leadership skills are why the Barren County Student Technology Leadership Program has been awarded the BCHS Live December Club Spotlight.
You're watching BCHS Live on YouTube or Facebook. BCHS Live is Barren County's own live production group that is here to broadcast various types of events. Founded in 2015 by 5 BCHS students, we are here to set new heights in media and live broadcasting. BCHS Live is involved in all forms of social media. You can find us on youtube.com/BCHS Live, facebook.com/BCHS Live Network, or on Twitter at BCHS Live. BCHS Live, here to bring you everything BCHS anywhere you want it.
Trojan Gym. Jay Turner with Robert Bowers. The Trojans lose tonight to the Russellville Panthers, 49-44. We welcome you to the Coca-Cola postgame report. Open a Coke and enjoy the game. The postgame stats presented by Southern States of Glasgow and Horse Cave. Russellville in the second half, 11 of 21 from the field, 52.4%. They shot 40 shots tonight, hit 16 of them for 40%, 3 of 11 from behind the arc, 13 of 16 at the free throw line. They had 28 rebounds and 12 turnovers. Pedro Bradshaw, double-double tonight, 24 points, 11 rebounds, the only Panther in double figures. 6 points for Jalen McMurray, 5 for Micah Naylor. Jacob Naylor scored 4. 6 points for Elijah Kemp, 2 for Paul Jones, and Sean Keys had 2 in the game. Barren County could not make enough shots in the second half, only 4 of 15 from the field, 26.7%, 11 of 34 for the game for 32.4. Trojans were 3 of 14 from long range. Trojans hit 19 of 26 free throws, including 18 of 24 in the second half. Had 19 rebounds and 9 turnovers in the game. 2 Trojans in double figures tonight, led by Jared Coomer with 15. He was 3 of 9 from the field, 9 of 10 at the foul line, and he had 8 rebounds. Parker Stevens scores 13 tonight, 4 of 6 from the field, 2 of 2 behind the arc, 3 of 6 at the free throw line. Branson London scores 4 points tonight, 2 for Garrett Arterburn. Tyler Smith had 3, 2 for Chase Dial, 2 for Landon Key, and 3 for Tyler Mosby. Points in the paint, Russellville 22, Barren County 12. Second chance points 8-2 Panthers, bench points 10-7 Russellville. Game was tied at the end of the first quarter, 7-7. At the end of the half, it was 17-15 Barren. Trojans led by 1 after 3, 33-32. But guys scored 17-11 in the fourth quarter, and Russellville wins tonight 49-44. More of the postgame report in a moment. This is Trojan basketball on 103.7 Nash Icon.
Trojan Thread School Spirit Store is the #1 place to find any and all things BCHS. With a wide selection of clothes including hoodies, t-shirts, long-sleeve shirts, and polos, to everyday items including pens, pencils, notebooks, and stickers, to jewelry including earrings, necklaces, bracelets, and wristbands. So stop by the Trojan Thread Store any weekday from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. or during any home varsity basketball game. The Trojan Thread School Spirit Store, keeping Barren County in style.
The Barren County STLP program is one of the most successful clubs in school history. With the tradition of succeeding at the state level competition, this program strives on enhancing the use of technology and promotes leadership among students. The STLP program spreads across all 3 levels of school, allowing students to participate from elementary all the way through high school. The implementation of technology and use of leadership skills are why the Barren County Student Technology Leadership Program has been awarded the BCHS Live December Club Spotlight.
You're watching BCHS Live on YouTube or Facebook. BCHS Live is Barren County's own live production group that is here to broadcast various types of events. Founded in 2015 by 5 BCHS students, we are here to set new heights in media and live broadcasting. BCHS Live is involved in all forms of social media. You can find us on youtube.com/BCHS Live, facebook.com/BCHS Live Network, or on Twitter @BCHS Live. BCHS Live, here to bring you everything BCHS anywhere you want it.
And we are BC.
Jay Turner back here at Barren County High School. The Trojans falling tonight 49-44 to the Russellville Panthers. Trojanettes won earlier tonight 54-17 over the Lady-Panthers to pick up a win this week for Coach Piper Lindsay. Trojans fall to 4-3 with this loss here tonight. Coach Warren Cunningham making his way out. We'll get some comments from him. Brought to you by McDonald's, now serving breakfast all day, every day. I'm loving it. Coach, tough loss tonight to a pretty good Russellville team, and, you know, we hung in there for about 3.5 quarters and then just couldn't make some shots to go down for us there late.
We didn't, and, you know, shooting 32% and scoring 44 points. I just told them, you know, we've been in the 40s all week, I think. 50 last night. Made a free throw there at the end, but you're not going to win very many games scoring in the 40s. That's just a fact. And shooting 32%. And we didn't have many turnovers, but we had some critical ones there in those last 2 or 3 minutes. That when the game went from maybe a 1-point game to a 4 or 5 point game, we had a couple live ball turnovers that they scored on the other end. We were in the bonus all night, and we were able to get to the free throw line some, but we still had some opportunities there. But they're a good team. Pedro Bradshaw's as good as they come. Works really hard. He just, he does whatever they need him to. If they need him to rebound, make the three, to drive it, to score the ball, he does a lot of really good things.
He pretty much took over the game in the second half. He had 19 of 24.
He did. When they got down 7, he completely took over the game, and probably waited too long getting out of the 2-3 because they kind of had it figured out and tried to mix it up a little bit and do something different. And but he had it figured out. And they made a nice adjustment there, moving him up top where he was the guy coming off of it, and made some plays off of it. So he completely took it over. When they got down 7, it didn't last long. It was right back to a 1-point game, and that's why he's one of the best players in our region and one of the better players in the state.
Of course, Jared Coomer got in foul trouble, only got to play 18 minutes tonight.
Yeah, it really limited him. I thought he was pretty good when he was in there. Did a nice job of getting to the free throw line and making some plays and making them guard him. But we got to get some other guys. Got to get some other guys going. It's about playing consistent, and that's what I was just talking to him about. You can't have 21 night and 2, 2, 2, and 0. Mm-hmm. I mean, you got to play consistently if you're going to score the ball and make some plays. But got to be able to score it.
Parker Stevens, another double-digit scoring night for him, 13 points.
Yeah, and it's really good to see, back-to-back nights for him in terms of making shots, and it's huge for his confidence, I think, and we certainly need him to do that. He's capable of doing that, and like I said, we just got it. It can't be these 2 guys tonight, 2 other guys tomorrow night, 2 guys. Everybody's got to kind of pitch in. You can't have 15, 13, and then 4, 3, 3, 3, 2, 2, 2. I mean, you're going to end up with 44, and you're not going to win very many.
Yeah. Of course, Chase Style went out with it appeared to be some type of injury. Do you know anything about him right now?
No, it's just a knee injury, and he was hurt pretty good. So hopefully it's nothing serious, and we can get him back soon, because he was, he's really an aggressive kid, and he helps us on the glass and helps us, gives us the ability to make some shots. And I thought he's been playing well the last few games, and we would love to have him back in there. So hopefully it's nothing serious that he can get him back.
Got 3 games next week, starting with Meade County on Monday night down at Webster County. They got Callaway County and then Webster County on Wednesday. And I'm not sure what you know about all 3 of those teams.
I know Meade's really good. They're one of the favorites in the 3rd, and nothing's going to be easy, for us until we can figure out ways to score the ball better. It's going to be a struggle, and we got to continue. We just got to battle. We gave ourselves a chance tonight because we fought, we rebounded it, and made some plays there early, and kind of were able to dictate it a little bit at times until Pedro took over, until we turned it over. But it's just about battling and trying to fight for rebounds and take care of the basketball, and it gives us a chance. So we got to continue to it's much more about what we're doing and how we have to do things as opposed to somebody else. But I do know those teams are all good, and we'll have we've got some film on Meade, and we'll get ready for those guys on Monday. Then we'll get to be able to see the other 2 teams before we play them on Tuesday and Wednesday.
3 close losses this week, and all 3 games had opportunities to win. Just couldn't pull it out like we needed to.
Got to learn from it. We just told them, we didn't play look at the last 3 or 4 minutes. It seemed like there was a timeout with about 3 minutes or 4 minutes to go in each of the 3 games, and those last 3 or 4 minute stretch, we didn't play very well, and we got to learn from it. We got to learn from the things that during those stretches that we did well. We got to learn from the things during those stretches that we didn't do well, and make some corrections. And as coach, I got to learn too about some things that maybe we need to stay away from in those situations, and who to have where, and kind of what we need to do in those situations to get better at it.
Well, Coach, appreciate your time. We'll see you next Wednesday down at Webster County.
All right, thanks, sir.
Coach Warren Cunningham, the Trojans falling to a very good Russellville team tonight, 49-44. We'll come back and wrap up our broadcast after this break. You're following the Trojans on 103.7 Nash Icon.
Coca-Cola is dedicating radio time to unsung holiday heroes.
Trojan Thread School Spirit Store is the #1 place to find any and all things BCHS, with a wide selection of clothes including hoodies, t-shirts, long-sleeve shirts, and polos, to everyday items including pens, pencils, notebooks, and stickers, to jewelry including earrings, necklaces, bracelets, and wristbands. So stop by the Trojan Thread Store any weekday from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. or during any home varsity basketball game. The Trojan Thread School Spirit Store, keeping Barren County in style.
The Barren County STLP program is one of the most successful clubs in school history. With the tradition of succeeding at the state level competition, this program strives on enhancing the use of technology and promotes leadership among students. The STLP program spreads across all 3 levels of school, allowing students to participate from elementary all the way through high school. The implementation of technology and use of leadership skills are why the Barren County Student Technology Leadership Program has been awarded the BCHS Live December Club Spotlight.
You're watching BCHS Live on YouTube or Facebook. BCHS Live is Barren County's own live production group that is here to broadcast various types of events. Founded in 2015 by 5 BCHS students, we are here to set new heights in media and live broadcasting. BCHS Live is involved in all forms of social media. You can find us on youtube.com/BCHS Live, facebook.com/BCHS Live Network, or on Twitter at BCHS Live. BCHS Live, here to bring you everything BCHS, anywhere you want it.
Assistant football coach Chad Perkins, and we are BC.
Good to wrap things up tonight. Congratulations to our homecoming queen, Julie LeCount. The homecoming king was Braden Burks. And our final scores tonight in the girls' game, Barren County 54, Russellville 17. In the boys' game, it was Russellville 49, Barren County 44. Our next broadcast will be Monday night from Taylor County High School in Campbellsville when the Trojanettes take on Bell County in the Delilah Gonzalez shootout. And then we'll be on hand for both games on Tuesday when the Trojanettes take on Todd County Central at 11, and then Taylor County at 4 o'clock on Tuesday. And we'll be down at Webster County on Wednesday night when the Trojans take on the Trojans of Webster County down in Dixon. That'll be at 6:30 for that tip-off on Wednesday. Thanks to our studio producer, Chris Bratcher, tonight. Travis Pendergraph on stats. Robert Bauer with color commentary. And until Monday night from Taylor County High, I'm Jay Turner. We thank you for listening, and good night from Barren County High.
This has been a BCHS Live production. Remember to like us on Facebook, subscribe on YouTube, and follow on Twitter. BCHS Live. Everything BCHS, anywhere you want it.